ready.
Who says stuff like that? Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It looks like we're going to start out with that Madison Square Garden show right after it ended. Brock Lesnar wrestled Austin Theory, and Roman Reigns, after the match, attacked him, bloodied him up.
Because that's just how he is, right? He did, but it looks like he got F5'd a few times, or whatever those are.
And that, anyways, this is what's happening on Raw tonight.
All right, so here's what's happening on Raw besides what's happening right now. Everybody is caring and wants to know all the information. Looks like we have the Alpha Academy will attempt to defend their Raw tag team titles in a triple threat match.
Yes, that should be starting out the show.
Against RK Bro and Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. Looks like Jerry the King Lawler returns to Monday Night Raw. Is he just doing commentary stuff or something?
No idea. We just know that he's coming back. Brock went right after Paul Heyman. He's going to smash his head, it looked like.
I love you, he says. That's creepy. And they got whacked with a chair. Edge explains his vicious beatdown of AJ Styles.
Who is injured, and it could be legit.
And Logan Paul returns to Raw to throw a homecoming party with The Miz. Oh, how sweet. Anyways, Walter will be seeing us later tonight around 9:05 p.m. his time. Bryce is in the chat, or maybe might be out there. Chris Akane might be out there too. Says, hey, Travis and D, ready for Raw and also ready for WWE 2K22 after Raw. And Sophie's in the chat. Says, hi, I got WWE 2K22 today and I saw the Batman today. One of them I'm happy about, and the other one I'm disappointed about.
Uh-oh, which one are you disappointed in?
Don't tell us why unless it's the game. Because I don't want any spoilers in the chat about the Batman movie for other people. It came out
last week, didn't it?
No, it came out this weekend.
Was this
Barely
Friday?
This Friday. I don't want it to be spoiled for people who do want to go see that movie.
Woo! It looks like we're getting started, though. I don't remember this song. Is this a newer one?
I think it's a little different, yeah. It's different.
Raw changing up the shit again.
It's totally different. Different tonight. Chris says, I saw Batman 2. Fan-damn-tastic.
How was it?
Was it the most amazing thing
I heard
you've ever seen
that
in
it's
your
pretty
entire
good.
life?
I don't know if Team Edward did a good job or not, but he might have.
Sophie says Batman was boring and disappointing, kind of like Luke. Yeah, Sophie, I don't condone that kind of stuff in our chat. I'd really appreciate it if you'd stop saying mean shit like that. I really don't like it. I'm kind of sick of it.
What's mean about that?
Saying that it's like another person.
So we don't let people pick on other people now?
I just think it's just rude.
All right. Let's hold everybody to the same
standard. It's gotten to a point of rudeness in a way. It's fun if it's like once in a blue moon and it's like teasing, but Sophie's not teasing about it. Sophie's just being a mean pants about it. Chris is like, on WWE 2K22, I'm going to play as Walter, a.k.a. Gunther, versus Demon Finn Balor.
I bet you that'll be fun.
So you can play as the Demon or as Finn Balor.
You can play probably any character you want, I would assume.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool that they have both of those. Like Reckoning and Mia Yim, they have both of those characters. But I guess they do not have the new Mandy.
Really?
The brunette Mandy. Is that true? Did you guys look that up?
I guess that would make sense if they didn't because she is just Mandy. I mean, it's not like she changed names or characters. She's still Mandy Rose or whatever, right?
Right, but she's got brown hair.
It don't matter. Why would that even make a difference?
I don't know. I didn't make it up.
Chris is like, yeah, it's two separate characters. There you go.
Can you wrestle each other?
Can the Demon wrestle Finn? We can play.
Is Bray Wyatt on there, and is the Fiend on there? Can you wrestle Bray Wyatt against the Fiend?
I don't think so.
Lots of cool stuff, you know.
Possibly.
Lots of possibilities in the
So
fantasy
it's
land.
a homecoming, and the special guest star is Jerry the King Lawler for the Miz's homecoming with Logan. So, or whatever, Logan, right? Is that Paul?
Yes, Logan.
So
The older brother.
WWE 2K22, it took me a while to play the whole game because they won't let you play it unless you download it from the PlayStation Store.
Ah, Did you buy the hard disc too, or did you just get the digital copy?
Chris says no new Mandy is still blonde when she teamed with Dana. Chris says yes, no Bray or Fiend. Interesting.
Boo.
So either he decided he didn't want to be a part of it anymore because it wasn't like that wasn't coming out when he was still with WWE, right?
Yeah, it's hard to say. All right, we got Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens out there already. We are just moments away.
Did he forget to take his asthma medicine?
He's all winded from walking down to the ring.
Guess so. So he says, yeah, I bought the hard disk and it came in the mail today instead of tomorrow. Oh, cool. We got it a day early. That's pretty fun.
So you obviously got the advanced edition, correct? Because I think the advanced edition they give you early, and the normal one is like the 11.
I think that's when the actual release date is.
Right. For the for the $60 one or whatever it's called.
The advanced for the advanced people out there.
The advanced is the upper graded one. It's called something deluxe.
Yeah. He's advanced. Yeah, they're advanced, all right. Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin says, hey, how's it going, Trav and Delatha? It's weird. It feels like I just saw you guys last night. I don't know. It must have been a strange dream.
It's kind of like when the pay-per-views used to be on Sunday. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Chris is in the chat, says, also no Dakota Kai with pink hair, but Raquel Gonzalez is in it.
Huh? Nothing wrong with
Okay,
Raquel.
so no Dakota Kai at all, or just she doesn't have her pink hair? Because that's something she just changed, and they aren't going to go back into their stuff and change it. You know, they usually have all that programming written up, guys, and if they're releasing discs already, that means they already have stuff printed and ready for everybody to upload. Sophie says, yeah. Chris says, yeah, I got 2 sweet edition. You get 3 days early. Sophie says the advanced edition somehow 2K knows that people are playing it a lot earlier than supposed to.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Like, why not? I thought about getting it. It was like $120, so I was like, I just don't know if I'll play it.
Right. Ravi's in the chat, though. Hey, Ravi says, yo,
hey, Ravi.
Everyone in here. Everyone, all right. Chris says, no pink hair. Ravi says, KO looking double hazard.
Right? You know, there is a big possibility that he doesn't have a match at WrestleMania. They're talking about now it's just a spot with Stone Cold. No longer a match.
Oh.
There is a reason that Stone Cold doesn't wrestle.
Right. So it was like, while you were watching 5 hours of AEW, I was watching both Friends and The Big Bang Theory.
That's some good shit.
Boring.
You don't like The Big Bang Theory?
It's just boring
That's one
to
of my
watch something
favorites.
you've probably seen 20,000 times over and over again.
I could watch that 100 times.
Chris says also LA Knight and RVD and Yokozuna is DLC. That's fun. What's DLC?
Does that mean they're in the game? I don't know what DLC. It probably means something sexual. Dick licking chocolate. I don't know.
From Chris, that might be true. Robbie says KO is better than most mans. Yeah, Kevin Owens does pretty good. He's not bad, I guess.
The Alpha Academy keeps losing to these guys.
Right?
Seth and KO.
Sophie says every year during the Road to Mania, they always say if you aren't a champion, you might not make it to Mania.
Well, yeah, before they added another day and just let everybody be a part of it. But anymore, you know, like everybody gets a shot. We'll probably see R-Truth on there and Tozawa and what's her name and Brooks. Tamina.
Oh.
Dana Brooks. Reginald. They'll probably all be on Mania. They don't care. Everybody gets one.
Gonna be there.
It's like a participation trophy.
Right? Anyways, Aaron's in the chat. Hey, Aaron. Says finally Aaron has come back home. And Vindicator says, yo, bro. How the UK, bro? Bro, it's Robbie. Robbie is here, bro. What a show now that Robbie is here. Bro. Bro should be a banned word for life. Make sure Riddle knows it. Bro.
Don't get me started. I don't even want to say it an accidental one time because I was addicted once. When I was in junior high, I'm pretty sure I used that word nonstop.
Yeah.
I don't know if I used another word.
Sheesh.
I was showing the diversity of the word.
Sheesh, please. Just kidding.
That's his new entrance.
No, that's what he just did. And it's like DLC's downloaded content. Oh, cool. Chris says yes, they are going to be in the game. All right, so they can be as long as they're downloadable content. Got it. Robbie says Seth KO. Yes, Seth and Kevin Owens. Sophie says Vader is confirmed to go into the Hall of Fame. Another long overdue one. I think Otis kind of put that up on his Instagram, that Vader. But I don't know if he specifically said into the Hall of Fame. But
Yeah, he's going to the Hall. That's pretty cool. He's the second one announced so far.
Nice.
And that's a pretty big deal. He died in, I think, 2019. But I can't remember when he died.
Not too long ago then. That's
Yeah, he was a stud. He's the one I said that Dewdrop should become.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever seen him wrestle.
You showed me pictures, but I didn't see him wrestle, and I'm okay with that. That's okay. Robbie says the tag team I didn't know I needed. Yes.
The Alpha Academy.
Aaron's like, I miss you guys, especially you, Travis, with the big old hearts. Pretty sure he wants to give you a big fat kiss, too.
Woo!
Robbie's like, what going on, Vin? What you saying? You cool, G. Chris says, LOL, shush, baby. Vindicator says, you know me, bro. Ham, Robbie. Pickles in the chat. Hey, Pickles says, man is a gateway drug to dude, homie, and bro. Sometimes coo.
Can't even play around with
Coo,
it.
chew,
It's
coo.
one word I got to stay away
Cuh.
from.
Cha, ka. What up, ka?
No matter how
Are
many
you talking
miles I
about,
go
like,
down
if
the
you
road,
said, like cousin, but it's like ka?
I'm the same distance from the ditch.
Oh my god, you guys, seriously, in your words of weirdness. Luke's in the chat. Hey, Luke says, and Sophie says, after I might go play more WWE 2K20 unless my mom or dog distracts me while playing it like they normally do while I watch WWE TV. You should just lock him in the closet. Pickle's like, Chris, what up, cuh? Aaron's like, the only thing Vader and Otis have in common, they both far. Yeah, they're really far people. That's really nice. They're far. Looks like, oh, hi all. And Robbie says Vader should have gone on before he died and was always wanted to go in. Well, you know, they always have to wait until they die before they become irrelevant, right? Vindicator says, Travis, do you think the Sheesh Academy should lose the titles at WrestleMania?
They might lose them tonight.
Make the belt relevant again?
You know, actually, I don't mind that tag team. I
I
really don't. I kind of
so
like Chad Gable's new thing that he's doing.
It looks like, hey, Robbie, I'll let you do the honors tonight, LOL. Chris is like, thank you. And Robbie says, safe, Luke. And Luke's like, huh, Robbie? The honors of nothing. I think everybody's going to be on their bestest behavior. Chris says, shoosh, bro. Shoosh. Pico says, oh, it's an inside joke. Yep, when Paul Walker was talking street, quit playing, Looks like Robbie English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Right.
Do they speak English and what?
What?
What? What? What? It's a great part of that movie.
Yeah, pretty much every part of that movie is great.
That's true.
I have a hard time not having a favorite part.
That's very good. Very good movie. So, is that the only stuff they talked about was what they had on the thing? That's it? No more than that? That's all?
Yeah, that's what we know. I would assume they're going to start building towards Mania other matches. So we're going to see some new stuff, but I don't know how much new stuff.
Right.
I'm hoping we see something with Damien. Did we figure out who he was going to wrestle? He lost, didn't he?
Yes.
To Finn Balor?
Lost. Yes.
So Finn is the new U.S. champion.
Yes.
So, and then he wanted a rematch. So is that going to be tonight or is that going to be at Mania?
I don't know. I don't think they really specified when it was going to be.
Are you happy with them turning him heel? Kind of feel bad. Like, I feel like they rebranded him and then nobody responded to the rebrand, so they turned him heel instead of just leaving him alone. When he first came up, he was over.
Yeah.
And they kind of changed a bunch of his stuff. And
Yeah,
then...
I don't know why they just did what they did. I don't know. I thought he had enough fans that it didn't matter, but I guess it mattered. Enough that they needed
mattered
to
to
change
somebody.
something about him.
I felt, I mean, they even put a title on him. 'Cause he was up there. He was great.
Mm-hmm. Sophie says, so do you think when they do go back to doing Mania back to one night, that they will go back to putting everybody on the card that may not deserve a spot on the card?
There's just not going to be enough time. I mean, they might do like a 2-hour pre-show where they put in, 2 or 3 matches on the pre-show, which they have done in the past. That's what they used to do. 2-hour pre-show and then like a 5 or 6 hour main show. And that shit would last forever. Our time would start at 3 and end at like 11.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was 7-8 hour shows. It was terrible. So I don't see them going that far again after seeing how everything works. But we had a 5-hour AEW pay-per-view last night, and it wasn't so bad. So, I mean, they could go 5 hours and be okay.
Right.
4-hour
I think as long
show.
as I could get up and leave whenever I want to.
Like, periodically.
I'm fine with it, I guess. Bryce says, so did you hear about Becky Lynch? She's in the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how true it is, but yeah, obviously it looked pretty legit.
Like she was actually in a hospital.
But I don't know if she really got her voice box
broken.
I don't know why she's there.
Yeah, they didn't really specify the reason behind it, but yeah.
It was on her page.
Yeah.
She was playing it out like Belair broke her voice box.
Vindicator says, I'm going to see the new remake movie, Snakes on a Plane, starring Luke Riley. Right? English, motherfucker. What will he do to the snakes? I've never seen that movie with him in it.
So I've never seen it either. But I do know that on the microwave, there's a button, like popcorn, and one of them's snake.
Snake, yeah. Sophie says, Tony Khan confirmed that he is booker for Ring of Honor. That must be hard to do, to book both wrestling promotions at the same time.
Right. He didn't actually say, he did say that, but he didn't actually say whether or not it was going to be like an NXT to WWE type of thing. But he did say it's going to be a good place for the younger talent to be before they come to AEW. So, I mean, it's kind of that same principle. But it does look like they're going to stay, their old schedule, everything's going to kind of be the same. But he is going to be doing all the booking. He is not hiring that out.
Yeah.
So is this a triple threat in? So it's like a tornado 3-way?
It looks like it, huh? They're all in there at the same time.
One member from each team is going to be legal at all time. And you can only tag your own partner.
Okay.
Wow. I've never seen this before.
That's interesting. Okay.
So obviously, Chad Gable went right to the floor. Well, he needs to get in there, though. But it's a wise decision to not wrestle. As long as you're in there.
Right.
But
okay.
you don't want to, take a break and forget to be in there when the pin happens.
It looks like LOL. Vin and Robbie says, Vin, what you chatting about, fam? You ain't making not sense, blood. Sophia says Finn Balor is like the 400th person to hold the U.S. championship.
Yeah, I don't know. It is kind of one of those forgotten championships. And a lot of that might be because it was a WCW championship. Vince doesn't care about stuff he didn't create.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they just like people to have it.
I'm just saying it's the least of the importance. Although the Intercontinental Championship hasn't been used that much either.
That's true. Luke says Bryce.
Whoa.
Partly of Becky's storyline with Esther. It's part of, and she even captioned it in hospital with broken voice box. Film says, or Film is in the chat. Hey, Film says hi, Misty and Travis. Big hugs, big heart. But we don't want some wrestling, but we want some wrestling and beautiful women's armpits. Luke says, I bet it's some sort of checkup, but she hyped it up. Film says, let's go.
Yeah, like while I'm in here, hook all those pads up to me and let's do a little fun little picture.
Let's pretend that I got hurt real bad. That she broke my voice box. Sophie says, it will be interesting to see if they will have Mania be shown in movie theaters, and how are they going to do it since it is 2 nights. Well, wouldn't they have to be showing it in movie theaters first to then next worry about how they would do it? I mean, is that a specific thing? Are they going to do it? Is it going to happen? Are they showing it in movie theaters?
Right, that's what they're hoping for, right? You want to It'd be kind of fun to do in a movie theater.
Right.
Obviously not for us, but...
Luke says, I'm tired of motherfucking snakes on my motherfucking plane. LOL. Do you know that he has to say motherfucker unless, just so he can get, like, his lines out, or else he has a stutter? It kind of resets his brain. Bryce says, hello, Luke, and yes, thanks for the information.
Seth spills to the outside.
Vindicator says, oh, yeah, Travis, from that recap earlier, do you think Brock is looking more out of shape since winning the belt?
A little bit, yeah. He could do better.
What? Why are Kevin Owens and Seth in there then?
Why wouldn't they be?
I don't know. I'm
The referee has lost all freaking control of this match. Here it is. It's going to be over. We're going to get new tag team champions. Oh, wait, no, they threw his ass outside.
Makes no sense. Oh, I guess he has to jump out there and get him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Here comes Seth. Overthrew. Right down on Gable and Bro.
And old Riddle out there. Let's see. Bryce says, hello, Luke, and yes, thanks for hearing. Vindicator says that. And Sophie says they are doing
Swanton.
A White Man Can't Jump reboot. At least AEW will have some representation during Ring of Honor pay-per-views now if they want to. Robbie says, Kevin going in hard tonight. Chris says, now I can do Bliss versus Liv on WWE 2K22. Roberto Lozano's in the chat. Hey, Roberto says, I see that Vader is going to be in the Hall of Fame this year with The Undertaker.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, that is happening. That's happening. Boom says, I said it wrong. I said it wrong. Stupid autocorrect. I'm saying I'm ready for some wrestling and beautiful women's armpits in action. I didn't mean to say I don't in that sentence. I kind of figured that out as I went along reading. Luke says, since Harley Race first won the U.S. title in 75, 76 wrestlers have held the title. Wow, that's like 400, Luke. 400. Totally 400.
It's definitely a lot.
Sophie says, maybe Mick Foley will induct Vader. Ravi says, KO looking in tip-top condition. And Luke says, and 87 wrestlers have held the Intercontinental title since its debut in 1979. That's like 600, Luke. That's like 600.
What in the fuck? I keep saying something.
Let me go back and see why I'm saying that stuff.
You're like 600.
It's this.
400.
Here. This comment right here. Well, you have to
Can you
look.
say it?
No.
I'm trying to get this under the break. I can't. Person told me something.
Yeah, the 400th. So I was just making sure that we were on track of how many people. Anyways, Chris says, KO, just keep eating, baby. Oh, he's eating. I thought he was getting better. Anyways, Sophie says, I wonder how the movie theater crowd felt last night by being in there for 5 hours. You know, they can't leave. It's not like they're fucking locked in. What do you think they do? Put chains on the doors and say you guys don't get fucking bathroom breaks or food or drink or anything, bitches. Anyways, Peacock says, that makes no sense, Sophie. There's the Peacock network that streams all premium whatever the F's, and they won't get residuals through the movie theater. You tell her. So it was like, Luke, are you also forgetting WWE stars also been U.S. champions? Film says, please, I hope Bliss shows up on the episode of Raw. Film says, I love my armpit goddess Bliss. Pickle says, on the other hand, Bleacher Report and AMC are under contract for just showing the 4 AEW pay-per-views. That's pretty cool that they are showing those in movie theaters. Shit. But yeah, that's what I was curious about, if they really would show WrestleMania. I mean, it just doesn't seem like something they would do, but I guess they could. Robbie says they should induct you, Sophie, in the Hall of Fame. Film says, hey, Pickle, happy Monday. Robbie says, can Pat Mac actually wrestle well? We've seen Pat McAfee
he did
before
pretty good.
In NXT. And Travis can tell you more.
Yeah, he did.
I was talking at the same time. And he didn't do too bad, really. Looks like, Sophie, that. I said the total number of wrestlers who have held the title since it began. That includes all winners. Sophie says, it seems like the movie theater is a new thing for wrestling pay-per-views since AEW and WWE have each held a pay-per-view in the movie theater in the past couple of years. Actually, I'm pretty sure that that's not true. I think history-wise that they've held a lot of pay-per-views in movie theaters over the years.
All right, we are back.
Yep, Chris says, what was up with Jade and Ty kissing each other? It must have been an inside joke between them. I don't know. Jade kissed Ty and then Ty kissed her later on, so I was not happy about it.
It was fine. It was fun to watch. And then, Ty did it back, so.
Yep. So we got Otis and Riddle in the ring right now. Otis throwing Riddle. Oh, man, he threw him so hard he fell down. Poor guy. He fell right on his face. If he had shoes on, he might be able to stop himself from falling on his face. Definitely not what you want if somebody's standing on your sternum, especially an Otis type of person standing on your sternum.
Yeah, Otis is a bigger dude.
A little bit of a big dude. Well, Randy must be doing okay.
Yes.
From whatever he got.
I did notice that.
Himself. He is out there.
2.
Oh, Otis is like, no, I don't want you to give up yet.
A big splash. Blah. It'll make your guts fall out your butthole.
Something like that.
They could. Call a hernia. Or what do they call that? Hemorrhoids. 1, 2.
Are hemorrhoids really that? I don't feel that they're your intestines falling out your butthole.
It looks like it.
I feel like that's more along lines of that you have
inflamed
your
hormonal issue.
Inflamed on one side. Sophie says, how long has the United States Championship been around? Luke. Robbie says, Sophie, enjoy the pay-per-view at the theater. Luke's like, I literally posted it. Yeah, he did. It was like 1975.
I thought that was the Intercontinental. And it was 79. And he gave the date.
The Intercontinental was 79, and the other one was 75, and I read both of them. But
tonight?
Yes, tonight.
Oh, I thought that was... I was talking about on Wednesday.
Nope. He gave... Since Harley Race first won the U.S. title in 1975...
Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan versus Carmella and Queen Zelina.
Oh, that's happening.
Also
76 wrestlers have held the title. The U.S. one. Since 1975. And then he went on to give information about the Intercontinental title because, you were kind of talking about how they both kind of were nothing.
Right.
87 wrestlers have held the Intercontinental title since its debut in 1979. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, the United States Championship, Harley Race was a stud, by the way. But he was also a world title champion holder for years. So
basically they made that title just for him.
Possibly.
Kind of thing. I mean, if he's the first one that won it, it kind of makes sense that, it was kind of made baby for just him. Anyways.
All right, here comes the hot tag.
As Luke said, posted it, Sophie. And Robbie says, D-Mans ain't got time to watch NXT. Robbie says, this is actually a good match.
It is.
Sophie says, Edge, Christian, Booker T, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Sheamus are the few that has won the United States Championship. Looks like, okay, Sophie, one more time. Since 1975, when the title debuted, 76 total wrestlers have held the title, the U.S. title. So it was like 4 of the 6 stars in this match were United States champions. Pico's like, Harley Race was the first ever U.S. champion back in 75 for the NWA. Hey, we should say that all over again.
There it is.
Can't wait.
Double DDT. And down.
Double DDT. Wow, Randy definitely is
now
in
here comes the
shape.
RKO, RK Bro, whatever you want to call it. It's got to be throwing it down.
He's like, my shoulder feels fantastic. Rawr and his snake slitheriness. I'm a snake. I'm a slithery little snake.
Oh, Cable.
I'm a snake.
Wise move.
Oh.
Oh, look behind you. Oh, curb stomp misses.
Almost
RKO out of nowhere. It's over.
You, buddy.
That's it. But Randy's under the ropes. No, he was under the ropes. He shouldn't have been counting in the first place.
That's okay. He got saved.
Oh, Kevin Owens didn't even break the table. Will Gable?
Oh,
table stuff.
Oh, God.
Wouldn't it have been funny if he would have popped up with a pencil in his back?
He's like, can I do it? Do it, Randy. Randy.
No.
Randy.
Otis is too much man.
Oh. There you go.
Riddle.
Riddle can help you.
Riddle's hurt Owens.
He's like,
Randy
we
Orton,
can do
not
it
Owens.
together. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
he
that didn't even break the table. Table's made out of oak tonight.
They should probably beat up Seth and hurry and pin him.
Look, he's like a turtle.
I can't get up.
Because he can't do a sit-up. Back to another commercial break.
I'm on my back.
So I'm not stopping it for commercials this time. I want to see how long the matches are. You know what I mean? If there was no commercials.
Right. Robbie says, Sophie, do you know how to chat to others in the chat? Looks like, Sophie, why are you trying to challenge what I've said? I even pulled up the official stats the second time just to make sure I was correct, which I was. Robbie's like, has Orton lost a bit of weight? I mean, he could have. He might have trimmed up some. Chris says, Otis with the Mark Henry splash. Piccolo says, wasn't Pat Patterson the first IC champion?
Yes, he
Luke
was.
says, yes, Pat. And Travis says yes, too. You guys are all yesing all over the place. Film's like, hey, Piccolo, happy Monday. Do you think RK Bro going after the Academy for the Raw Tag Team Championships?
We're
happening right now.
We're watching
so
it
who
right
knows?
now.
Might be happening right this second, film, and we're not even watching it. Robin says, oh, Otis done out here. Piccolo's like, cool beans. Vindicator says, I'm getting some fresh school teacher. Luke versus Rebellious student Sophie vibes tonight. LOL. And Luke's like, damn right, Vin. Piccolo's like, film. BTS, sure, them or either the Street Profits. Film says, cool. Piccolo says, you know, it's because of our ADHD cut. Chris says, RK Brosif. Film's like, RK Bro. Pepper Owens is in the chat. My now sore back, angry face.
I bet. We're all broken
says,
up.
Man, it's comical at this point that I think Kevin Owens might have the record for most times being slammed into a table, far surpassing Mick Foley and Lana. LOL. Everybody's surpassed Lana.
She had like 9 weeks.
Yeah.
She's the most consistent over a 2-month period.
And Sophie's like, can you believe we're 4 weeks away from Mania? No, I had no idea. I'm so surprised.
It's coming up. A little under 4 weeks, really, because 4 weeks would have been Saturday.
Oh, Robbie's like, Otis not far off being the next Mark Henry. He's lost some weight, actually, Robbie. He doesn't look as
And he's
heavy.
not the world's strongest man.
He isn't the world's strongest man. So he's like, this match is awesome. It is pretty awesome.
Nothing wrong with it.
Vindicator's like, no, just to break up the trend.
Oh, my Lord.
Waiting for you. Rob is like, Sophie, don't lose your mind. LOL. Sophie says, wow, look at you, Dad. You're still awake after doing a 5.5-hour watch along last night. Did you think that we just wouldn't sleep afterwards? Like, is that like something that normally happens? Oh, hey, by the way, we did a 5-hour pay-per-view the night before. We should stay up all night. And then the next day. And then see what happens. Maybe we can fall asleep during Raw.
Hopefully it went
Travis
copyrighted
told
for
me
my
that it
ringtone.
should be really quick tonight because we just did a 5-hour show. So 3 hours should be absolutely nothing. But right now I'm finding it completely tedious and I'm already done.
Yeah. Starting with the positive.
Chris
right
says,
out of the
earlier
gate.
I saw someone playing 2K22, the best Goldberg versus Kane match you're ever going to see, considering how Goldberg is now. Vindicator's like, delete the having that masterclass in sarcasm. What? What's that? No idea. Rob is like, even you surpassed Lana.
So everybody's basically knocked out. Nobody has a tag team partner except for RK Bro. They're
He's
the only two.
Yeah, I got my RK
One,
Bro man out
two.
there. Well, they're the ones that threw everybody into tables.
You got Kevin Owens in the corner over there with Seth.
They're
They're ready to
conspiring
get into the
together.
ring.
They're like, who's going to get up and get out?
But where's the Otis?
I'm not sure.
Poor Gable, he's outnumbered.
Pico says, that's how time works. After the snow melts, flowers bloom, and Vince's shadow jumps off their Titatron. Pico's like, crystal meth is a hell of a drug, yeah. It totally is, man. I don't know what happened. There's like these monsters outside. Oh my god, they're watching us. They're watching us right now.
I should buy a boat. Question. You? Question.
Someone's like, I saw that 2K was blocking YouTube from doing 2K22 videos for whatever reason.
Huh. Yeah, I saw a couple of them doing it today. They're about 2.5-hour streams. I didn't go into them, but I saw that they were live.
Right. Rob is like, so fair. You Dizzy fam, D and Travis do go to bed. They don't stream wrestling to blood clot, them ones. No, I don't think anybody knows what you're talking about, Robbie, but thanks for helping. So it's like, how many predictions did you get right for the last night's pay-per-view? I got 9 right.
I was going to say, I missed a few.
Out of all of them, if you count the buy-in part too, I got 9
I got 8 right and 4 wrong.
Aaron, Def, and Boz in the chat. Is there a link for the live stream?
There is not.
No, we're just a watch-along. We're watching it right now. It's amazing as the tag team titles are on the line.
Right now.
Academy people are in there.
Yeah, it's like a tag team tornado match, but a little bit different, as in only one member from each team can be in the ring at a time, but it is all 3 teams have one member in the ring at all times.
Right.
And they have to tag their own partner.
Yes, and the people that are in the ring are, of course, Alpha Academy, who are your tag team title people right now. And then you have Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens in one team, and then RK Bro is in the other corner.
Poor Otis.
And Randy Orton is there, so he must not have been hurt as bad as we thought he might have been.
Otis can't get any rhythm together.
Film says, hey, Jacob, are you here? Chris says, amphetamines. Pico's like a little D, and Luke's like, why would you need a link for the live stream you're watching? LOL. Film says, is Jacob here? Haven't seen him film. Sorry, my man. He might be working, just out doing things. Pico's like, I remember working graveyard shifts as a teen and taking no dose.
Oof.
I never that stuff.
I'd stay up all night when I was a teen with no problem.
I cannot do caffeine. It makes me tired instead of all wired.
Look at this, Seth!
Sugar, on the other hand, might give me a little bit of a good buzz, but that's about it.
What do you want to bet he doesn't let go when he goes over here?
He's like, okay, I need you to...
Oh, no! Gable wisely falls to the outside.
He's like, I'm going to come down here.
Oh, goes back up, though.
Make you lose your brain noggin. That's always a plus.
He's going to bring Seth back up, but Seth's going to take him off this time.
Yeah? Is he going to get him this time?
What
He's
the
like,
hell
right, dude. Oh, Kevin's like, here, let me help you.
Why would he put himself in position to go over?
Like,
it's going to be a double.
Oh, God.
It's a double team.
I don't understand. Oh,
Otis!
He's like, here, let
me powerbomb these guys.
He's like, so you guys want to play, huh? Oh, Jesus.
Oh! Right onto Gable.
Could be Bob.
Look at Seth bounces right up onto Gable.
He's like, I'm so sorry.
I've got you mounted.
You wanted my ass in your face.
I thought you were my wife. Oh.
He's like, hello, how are you? Oh, let me get over onto the side. We're not supposed to do that yet. Looks like, Aaron, if you mean a link to a Raw stream, we do not have that info. As Robbie says, I met young lads fooked on crystal meth at my work. Not a pretty sight, I can tell you. Did they want to buy boats? Just out of curiosity.
I've seen some pretty screwed up meth people in my life.
I have seen some people that are on little cracks. Pretty nasty.
Pretty sure we have one that lives on our street that just walks up and down it just talking. There's some apartments at the end of our road that are...
There's a drunk guy that walks by our house
terrifying.
on a daily basis. Now that the weather's warmed up, well, it got a little cold again, so we haven't seen him. But when it was warmed up last week, we saw him a lot. Walking to the store on the other street that we're by. Just walking down to the old convenience store, getting his alcohol.
Like a little neighborhood convenience store. It's actually a pretty good idea.
I love that place. I think it's the best thing. I think they should have them everywhere. Why don't they? And I feel like they should have way more, stuff there. Like, I don't feel they have enough things.
Right. You know, we've had 3 commercial breaks and we're over 22 minutes in this match.
Wow, they finally did something right. That's amazing. Zephyr says, I'm surprised not that many YouTubers did a watch-along for the pay-per-view last night. Well, their loss. As Luke did say a lice stream, but he did correct it to live, so I used live. But Vindicator wants to talk about the lice stream. Sounds interesting. And watching them crawl all over people's hair. What do you think, Talitha? You know, bugs do not bother me, so it really just wouldn't... You know, I think the only thing that I've ever watched that was kind of like, that's kind of gross, is like the ones where, that show where they have bugs inside of them.
Right.
That one's kind of creepy. That one's a little more
like
creepy.
The worm or whatever?
Like, no, it's like really like, well, that lady on that one emergency one. was really weird. But no, they literally have, like, they're infested with a bug of some kind that they got wherever they went in Africa or Asia or China or...
Oh.
I seen a place, or Europe somewhere.
I seen a guy get a fish pulled out of his penis because he peed in the Amazon.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That's
so
creepy.
Monsters inside me is what they call it.
Right.
Robbie says he's goal. Sophie says this is a good way to fill the first hour of Raw. Yes, it is. Without talking, more action. I think it makes the time go by a lot faster when they want to do their talking segments a little later. So.
Yeah, and 3 commercial breaks during a match is big.
The film says, where's Elias Sampson? I'm ready for him to wrestle somebody. Maybe he hasn't quite gotten his new gimmick done, down, out. I mean, he had one supposedly wasn't liked, so they went back to the drawing board, so who knows.
He got replaced with Rick Boogs.
Somebody says there were like 3 or 4 YouTube channels doing a watch along last night. Cool. Vindicator says, I don't like to complain, but it probably was not a good idea to have this be 40 minutes or more match. You know, Vin, it's okay because there's enough people in the match that it doesn't, I mean...
Everybody gets a break.
Everybody gets a little bit of a break, so there's still action happening even when people have a break. So it's not too bad. Pico says, crack houses in Idaho in the next first 48. Right?
Trust me, there's enough. I swear we were the meth capital of the world there for a while.
It would not. Well, the only reason why is because we're in a spot where they call the Flying Y. So we're on a main interstate, and then that main interstate branches off onto another main interstate. And so we're at what they consider a Flying Y in our area, and it's just a huge drug trafficking area. It's pretty crazy. You wouldn't think that, and most people in our area are completely oblivious.
They're just ignorant.
That doesn't happen here. We're clean.
Whoa!
That doesn't happen here.
Kevin Owens took out everybody.
Shit happens here. Riley's like, Sophie, lots of YouTube, Twitch channels do wrestling streams, and Sophie says this match should have been the main event of the show, not the opener.
Oh, right, but you gotta have Logan Paul in the main event. No, I don't. I'm just teasing. That's not happening. That's gonna be a mid-card thing.
Homecoming thing. I just don't feel that that's gonna be.
Are they in Cleveland again? Is that how it's a homecoming? Look at the height he got.
Oh my lord!
Boom.
At least he got it straight on with his chest and didn't hurt him. It's like, okay, Riddle, I need you to stay right there, my man. Right there. Phone says, where's Lacey Evans wrestling tonight or no? She is not wrestling tonight. She isn't back yet.
Hopefully she does make a good return really soon.
Bobby says Otis should bring back the worm.
Uh-oh. A triangle.
Oh, that's terrible.
I feel like Otis should bring back the worm. I have no problem with that.
Why not? It's not that big of a deal. Well, I say Sophie, it's good. It's in now to get in viewers. And Sophie says a lot of YouTubers do watch alongs for the WWE pay-per-views and not AEW. That seems interesting, and I wonder why.
WWE is a little bit more popular right now. Not a big deal. Whoa! Gable. Clearing house. He's like a little miniature Brock Lesnar.
Oh, God. He just has to get the momentum to throw him around. He's like, well, if I get enough of their body momentum.
They should team him up with Brock. And then make him look just like him. Wear the same clothes, like everything, just have a mini-me.
Oh, Jesus.
It would be hilarious. Shush!
It's already in a weird tag team as it is.
Oh, no, they wouldn't team up. Oh, it's over! Oh, but Kevin Owens is going to stunner him, isn't he? We're going to have new tag team champions right here.
Maybe. Oh.
No, not everybody's coming in and out.
Oh, Otis is back.
Otis, he has no momentum. He gets none.
You kicked me. How dare you? Rawr.
Double thrust kick.
Oh, he fell out. He fell down.
It's over.
They're like, here, let's beat up Chad Gable.
Here it is. New tag team champions.
It's like, here, you do it. No, you do it.
No, they're throwing him to the buckle. Stunner.
Oh, man. Where's Riddle at?
Riddle is up, so he's fine.
He's running over to Rey.
And Riddle's going to get it.
Oh, it's throughout some
Riddle.
set. Oh.
1, 2, and 3.
He did it!
RK Bro. They hear voices in their head, and it calls to them.
Wow. Wow. deviousness much.
That was 29 minutes of wrestling.
That's with the
Commercials. I don't give a shit, though.
Right.
They were still wrestling live in front of crowds.
True, they are wrestling while they're in there, where we might not see it, but
Right.
people there see it. That's pretty funny. That's hilarious.
Oh, but you knew they couldn't win if they're going to do anything with Stone Cold, even if it's a little spot.
Yeah.
And does Seth have a match yet? I don't think Seth has anything set up yet either.
I don't think so. Piccolo says, oh, that happened to one of my soldiers. He was diagnosed with leishmaniasis.
Wow.
Some kind of sandworm that would crawl underneath your skin. Sand fleas. Ooh, that's pretty gross, huh? Robbie says KO Seth should win. That would
Anybody else hungry?
Sand fleas. Willem says, is Bayley going to show by WrestleMania who should be wrestling, or will she be the host of WrestleMania?
That'd be cool. If she wrestles. I don't want her to be the host, but...
Sophie says, I feel like all 6 of these guys will find a way to Mania in some way. Well, now they do, right?
Right. Kevin Owens looks all sorts of disturbed.
He's like, I'm so sad.
It's like he missed Santa Claus or something.
Robbie's like, Sophie, it doesn't really matter, for fuck's sake. KO cooking man. Sophie says, it could be worse. They could do a 3-night WrestleMania like Wrestle Kingdom did with their big pay-per-view earlier this year. I was like, Sophie, please stop.
Every night, 2 hours? I'm okay with it.
Pico's laughing about your Chad Gable stuff, dressed in tight jeans and tiny cowboy hat.
Right.
Film's like, not going to lie, it would be cool for Bayley to be the host of WrestleMania, and I'd be very interesting. Do you guys agree? I don't want Bayley to
I don't
be
want
a
her to see the
of
host.
anything.
I wouldn't mind to see her wrestle, but I don't know how they're going to work that out. But there's plenty of time if she hurries. That's my belt.
They're like, switch it. He's like, this one. You should take this one. Sophie says, the only negative I heard about the pay-per-view last night was it was 5 hours. Robbie says, Sophie, stop overthinking things and enjoy wrestling for what it is.
So, last week, the Street Profits were not supposed to win, right?
Yeah, they weren't.
So, my question is, they did win, though.
Yes.
Let's not talk about what they were supposed to do. They did win.
Yes,
Does that make them automatic #1 contenders? Because they just beat them last week.
I think so.
And so now we're going to get the Street Profits, RK Bro at WrestleMania.
Yes, I think that should happen. And the reason why is because of how that played out. And if they don't play that out more, it's going to be weird.
Right. 100%.
Let's see. Ramit is in the chat. Hey, Ramit, says Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss are looking angel and pink hair color look. Yeah, totally.
Yummy.
Sophie says that was
Cotton
a
candy.
short reign by the Alpha Academy. They did pretty good, though.
WWE doesn't play around with titles, the tag team titles. They switch those off people quick.
Right, Vindicator says, so there was more title changes in 40 minutes here than all of a 4-hour Revolution show last night, LOL.
That's a fact.
Yeah, true, Vin, but with AEW, they just didn't set it up right for them.
They didn't have the storylines to have a storyline. Maybe Adam Cole was the only one that you could have seen it.
Possibly.
But Paige has only had it for a few months, so I didn't see them doing it.
And I just don't know why they would take it off him. He's very popular. It's not like they're like, oh, he's so shitty and not popular. People get excited when Hangman Page comes out. Robbie's like, what a big win for RK Bro. So he says, now how are we going to get Orton
I feel
Riddle?
like they're hinting that he's going to turn heel pretty soon. This is the happiest I've been. This is the most fun I've been having. This friend is my friend.
Oh, no!
You can see
it's happening.
they're setting up a major heel turn.
Orton's gonna just murder him. Anyways, Sophie also says we know it is leading to a match between them at some point.
We're going to WrestleMania.
Phil's like clapping. Congrats, RK Bro. They are now the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Yes, they are. And Kevin Owens is still crying about it.
Well, he hates Dallas, and it does just it just drains
all
of your energy when you hate Dallas like that.
Yes. For me, it says yesterday AEW Revolution was great. I feel bad no Jeff Hardy and Imperman not in yesterday AEW Revolution. But you might see Jeff Hardy this Wednesday, Ramit. I mean, that is a possibility.
Okay, he's scheduled to be there. Like, it's that far. We just don't know if he's going to be on TV.
Right.
Which he will, if he's scheduled to be there. But
Sophie says Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins again. We saw that at Mania before. I don't think it's going to be Kevin Owens versus
Dave
Seth Rollins.
Meltzer. That's
your person
my
that
person.
gave you the info.
That said he's scheduled to be there.
Let's see. Robbie says, who's this fake Irish man? What? Oh, that guy? That's Bert.
I don't think he's Irish. I'm pretty sure he's British.
thought he was like Scottish or something.
I thought he was just from Britain. He did soccer or something there. But maybe he could have done that in Ireland or
I don't
Scotland.
know. Robbie's saying he's got an Irish accent. Film says, okay, Travis, you got a good point. I kind of do want to see her wrestle. Yeah, and I don't know if Bayley's quite ready yet. She did have a pretty big injury, and that kind of surgery she had, it can take up to a year to 16 months for him to come back from that. And so I'd be surprised to see her actually wrestle. Vindicator says the robotic prognosticator, known as Sophie, by the new solar-powered model on Amazon for $299.99. Ramit says Paige is much awaited wrestler for AEW Women's Division roster. Are you talking about, like,
yes,
Paige friends with Liv in that?
Oh, are you talking about Paige Van Zant? Because she is official.
Like, which Paige are you talking about there, Ramit? Pico says, wow, you called it, film. Sophie's like, Booker T also involved in this whole Kevin Owens hates Texas storyline. Robbie says, nah, fam, the geezer is Irish. The film says, why, yes, I did, P-Cola. And Robbie says, Dana Crook. I think it's Dana Brooke. Dana
looks good in that little top she's got on. I don't know what it is called. Halter top, maybe?
Sure. Her bra halter. For the 24/7 championships, up next, Dana Brooke versus Tamina. And Tamina's got, what's-his-face in her corner.
Yeah, Tozawa her boyfriend.
Come out with her.
Her boy toy.
Oh my god, gross. So it was like, so they don't have that much time to put a lot of superstars into matches at Mania this year?
They got a month. That's plenty. I mean, they do it all the time in that amount of time. I'm waiting for Seth. Like, what are they doing with Seth? Does he have one? I guess I might got my little cheat sheet.
I don't think so.
I didn't think Seth had anything yet.
Robbie says, "Do you excited for Dana?" And Film's like, Dana Brooke, yes. Not as excited, Robbie, as Film is, apparently.
I mean, I guess I could put Seth against Damian since Damian's a heel, but he's not the champion.
Right? I guess it could be a good filler match or something like that. But why would they? He doesn't have anything. And
well, what else are they going to do?
I don't know.
They got to do something with him. Seth can't miss WrestleMania.
Film says, I love Dana Brooke's armpits. We're very well aware of that information.
Giddy up. I've never looked at a new car and said,
oh my god, I didn't know.
I want that red.
I have never done that. That is probably one of the least favorite colors of a car. For me, anyways. Vindicator says, as Asuka said, Dana is still a sexy muscle friend, but her storylines are utterly meaningless. Maybe she needs to follow Mandy to NXT for a makeover to the dark side.
Yeah, she wouldn't be bad over there, would she? Her and Gigi Degorius, or whatever her name is, and then Gigi's Dolan. Get rid of the other chick, the other broad, so put Dana, Gigi, and Mandy together.
I don't know. Dana's too cotton candy, though. I don't know if she'd be able to do it. Sophie says, does any of the major wrestling promotions go to your small town of Idaho?
No.
Well, since we're a whole state, it's really weird, you know?
The whole small town of Idaho doesn't...
The whole small town of Idaho.
There's parts of Idaho that get them, like the Boise area.
In our small town.
Of this small town.
Or state that's just as big as the UK.
All of it.
I was like, haha, Reg is going to win the title back. Phil's like, Tamina, thumbs down, boo. Dana Brooke for the win.
That could definitely happen.
Sophie says the card for Mania is slowly filling up the first night. I already have a full night. Robbie says, nah, Travis, that wouldn't work. Dana as heel would be awful.
I'm sure. We'll find out. I guarantee she's going to have some part, unless they cut her, right, where she's a heel.
Pico says, I may have to step out for the live stream music reaction channel. They're playing 80s tonight. Ooh, fun. Vindicator says, Travis, no guilt about sending JC Jane to the unemployment line. Savage.
None.
Sophie says, remember the whole Mandy and Dana Brooke team that they dropped out of nowhere?
Oh, yeah. The Barbie twins. That's what I call them. Remember the Barbie twins?
Yes.
I forgot about that. Oh, shit. That's terrible. Like, that's terrible booking now, and we've actually seen it. I forgot.
That they did that?
Like, I'm sitting here going, oh, that would never work. Oh, wait, they did that.
Yeah, they totally did. They were like, oh my God, they're such great friends.
They are in Cleveland.
They even did, a photo shoot together and everything. It was quite amazing.
Yeah. And didn't they wrestle at WrestleMania? That's when she fell. That was that team.
Yes, that was when she fell down. And then Nia Jax made fun of her for falling. And then Nia Jax fell on her hole. My
God. Yeah. Was that against her? I thought that was against what's her name. That was against what's her name.
It was, but Mandy made fun of her the whole time for it. And I don't know, maybe that was before. And then Mandy fell, and so she made fun of her or something, and then they had a little feud or something. Looks like small town of Idaho, ? Like, the hell? Like, why are you taking shots at Trav and Talitha? So rude. Yeah, it's fine. Most people don't realize that Idaho is actually a state in the USA.
Right.
Even people who live in the United States.
At least we're not Utah,
have no idea that Idaho is actually a state.
Like
it's
Joey
really
and
weird.
Friends. Look, if you're going to make up a state, like Utah.
Robbie's like, LOL, the Barbie twins, LOL. KO fuming, fam. Yeah, he's a little angry back there, isn't he? He's mad at himself.
He might be mad at
his
Seth.
bestie.
So
He's
they
mad
might
at
go ahead and
everybody.
push him at Seth. And the reason being is because Stone Cold's not going to wrestle.
Right. So he's got to do something for his fight.
Dave Meltzer, by the way, that's not Travis talking. Dave Meltzer said they turned that into a spot now instead of a match.
Yes. Piccolo says Mandy is just building her case as a first-time HOFer. Yeah. Is that how that works?
You've got this. It's easy for you.
Oh, totally. Oh, God, no.
Oh, Lord.
Looks like Americans who don't know about Idaho have apparently never heard of potatoes as well, which is highly concerning. I think they just think that potatoes come from Ireland.
Or Texas. I have seen that.
Yeah.
Or they've heard of Orida, but they don't understand that's Oregon and Idaho
Right?
in one word. Orida.
They're like Orida potatoes. Yeah, that's
Here comes
Oregon and Idaho potatoes.
Tamina.
Rob is like, is Dana older than Natty? I don't
No.
know there. You'd have to Google that shit.
I'm going to say no. I feel like Natalia's the
He's
oldest.
like, just give me some.
Maybe
like, okay,
Tamina.
People's like, oh, the southern states always talk smack. Louisiana can't stand Alabama. Arkansas can't deal with Mississippi. And Georgia hates Florida. Yeah, it's always the one you touch, right? Ugh. It's like cooties. Earlier today. Oh, God.
Look at her face.
Like, what? Really?
Oh.
Oh, my God. She's like, I'm going to take it.
She takes what she wants.
That's right. He's like, I like these violent women. Oh, Jesus Christ. So it's like some years you could tell where everybody fits on the Mania card, and other years you can't tell where they fit on the Mania card. Looks like Dana is only 33 years old.
Right.
Oh, and Natty's like, what, 38?
Yes, or 9 or something.
Robbie says, oh, that Tamina kissing segment, that wasn't forced, was it? Well, it was forced upon somebody. Yes, it was very forceful, actually.
It's like Jade Cargill last night.
I'm pretty sure Ty Conte liked it.
Well, later, when she did it, she returned to the favor.
Vindicator says if Dana is going to be a kissy face slut, she can't be out there flexing like a tough bitch. Neither can Tamina.
I feel like Tamina should just win this match pretty quick, and we should get 2 title changes.
Right.
Because Dana's not a good wrestler.
No. Sophie says Tamina and Natty did both start in the company in the same year. Robbie says Dana looks older than my mom. Real talk. Pickle's like, remember when Dana was Charlotte's muscle for a while?
Oh, Lord. Yep.
I don't.
It was a long time ago.
God, I missed that crap.
Whoa!
I'm glad I missed it.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
Big clothesline.
She's like, I thought I was going to do
Or
something,
lariat, whatever you want to call that.
and then I fell down. Why Watching Tamina makes my insides.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who said that?
Who do you think?
Was that
Byron
Corey
Saxton?
Graves?
That was Byron Saxton.
Saxton said that?
Yeah.
Somebody slap him.
Just sitting down. That's it. Tap. Oh, she's got a tap now. Reggie's trying to Hulk her up, but that's not going to happen.
Oh, this is her hometown?
I thought she was Canadian. She talked like this. Or whatever, however Canadian.
She talks like a Simpsons character.
Right.
Just kidding.
She looks like a Simpsons character, but she talks like she's from like Minnesota. I always thought she was Canadian. Tamina, what the fuck was that? What? All right, Dana Brooke with the dub.
I feel cheated out of I don't know what for this, but I feel completely cheated for some reason. You cheated. Oh God.
Oh Lord. The love of my life.
Oh my God, seriously, so dumb. So dumb.
They're gonna get married. We're gonna have another wedding.
Oh God, he wants a hug. So if it's like every time they have a storyline or a role for Dana, they drop it out of nowhere. Robbie's like Saxton is a waste man. Pickle's like, what quirky 80s tune should I request tonight? Ooh, quirky. A Boat to China.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know.
What's the name of that song?
Last night I had a crazy dream.
Totally a big thing on TikTok for a while. Film says not going to lie, kind of like Dana Brooke hanging out with Charlotte Flair. Vindicator says crowd is in a trance of boredom. Nobody cares about this time-wasting 24/7 $9.95 frivolous title belt.
Yeah. Oh, she blew him a kiss.
Blew him a kiss.
Almost knocked him down.
Sophie says, wow, Dana won in her hometown. That rarely happens. Robbie says, Piccolo request, let's get physical. Piccolo says, minute work. Who can it be now? Vindicator says, trans. Film says, yes, Dana Brooke wins, y'all. Yay. And Sophie says, about lean on me, Piccolo. Film says, oh, Dana. Piccolo's like, Robbie, nice one. Sophie says, this Tamina storyline reminds me of the Santino and Tamina one.
Do that song about the rain in Africa. What's that? God
Toto?
bless the rains down in Africa.
The one by Toto?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's just called The Rains in Africa. Piccolo says the club. Via version, Sophie. Lean on me stuff.
So Seth's weird.
So Seth
and
is
Kevin
weird.
Owens
Kevin
is being weird.
Are they freaking weird? Things are happening. Sophie says, or the movie version.
I think that one's mine. The head of the table. Corey Graves acting all tough now. Looks like Crybaby Walker.
Hey, don't be making fun of Johnny Depp. Crybaby Walker.
He looks just like him.
No, he doesn't. Corey's a dork.
Oh, yes, and Crybaby Walker's
He's
not a dork.
He's not. He's not a dork.
I cry hard. It's the one tear.
Ooh. Here you go. Pia-Cola, please ask for Putting on the Ritz by Taco. That is a quirky one that
Putting
you
on the
should
Ritz.
ask for. That's actually pretty funny. Pretty funny one.
The biggest Wrestling Mania match ever. Here it is. Is that what we're having next is the homecoming stuff? That's kind of a weird spot to put it. Yeah.
He's got some extra pep in his step.
He likes to keep that pep. Logan Paul going to be here tonight. For all you Paul fans out there. Is there a lot of Paul fans in the world?
Pump Up the Volume by Mars.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Damn.
Those two. Please request them.
You could even go Milli Vanilli on that. So can you just play any song on the YouTube? I thought you'd get banned. How do they do that kind of stuff?
I have no idea. Piccolo says the Club Nouveau. Oh, thank you. The Club Nouveau version. Robbie says Toto Africa, LOL. So he's like, or the movie version 1. Robbie says Graves going for the James Dean look, LOL. Film says, I love that song, Africa. Sophie says, with Roman hitting Brock with a rock bottom, that gives us more teases that The Rock will show up at the start of his feud.
Isn't there an Australian song like that, too? Something with Australia in it?
Maybe. Film says, can't wait to see Rhea Ripley.
I come from the land down under.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Lena Vega and Carmella's armpits. Oh boy, this one's going to be a good women's match. Oh yeah. Feels like that's pretty fun, D. And Ravi says The Miz looking like a game show host. Are they women's sunglasses? They might be. So he says, I got HBO Max now. I could watch movies that I wanted to see in theater but couldn't because of reasons.
Right. Yeah, HBO Max.
Yeah, like because
Legit.
The stupid movie theaters were closed. Film says, boo, Logan Paul, boo. Ravi's like, that's that tune, Mars. Piccolo says they react to lyric videos only, never the video, which is sometimes sad. Film says, Logan Paul, what's up? Low gang, what's popping? Ravi's like, minute work. Piccolo's like, because 80s music vids are just totally awesome. They were. So it's like, after Mania, all the Knoxville and Logan Paul fans will stop watching wrestling. Film says, that's what he always says in his vlogs all the time. I don't really watch his vlogs. He's cringe. That's interesting.
So you can play people's music if you get it from a channel that just has the lyrics only? It's like all of a sudden not copyrighted anymore?
Wow. Joey Rico is in the chat. Though.
Hey,
Joey,
Joey.
Nice to see you back. Says, what up, guys? Not much.
Just watching some Monday Night Raw.
We're on a commercial right now. We're waiting for...
Miz is out there.
Oh, yes. The Miz Homecoming is coming up with
We got Logan Paul coming out.
And they're having a guest starring of Jerry the King Lawler.
The King. Maybe we'll see some puppies tonight.
I don't... like cute puppies? Like dogs?
Oh, they're cute, all right. No.
Robbie says that acting on HBO is dead, fam. Sophie says I was born in the late 80s. I don't know that many songs from that era.
What was the #1 song when you were born? Look it up. That's your new favorite song.
That's your new favorite song.
I think mine is like the Bee Gees or something. Like
what?
Saturday Night Live or whatever. Saturday Night
that
Fever.
Day?
Yeah,
what was the top hit of that day in that year?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever looked that up. I don't know. There's just so many crazy, weird 80s songs that you could totally ask for. The
Eye of the Tiger, is that? Hello?
Yes. All that good stuff.
Okay. Can I call you back at 9?
Film says the
Okay.
minute work
I'm going to call you back.
You're
All right,
welcome,
bye-bye.
Travis. The minute work down under. That was it. Robbie said minute work too.
That was minute
For
work.
The down under. Joey says, what did I miss? I lost track of the time. Damn it.
You missed a 30-minute tag team match.
You missed a hell of a match, my
was
friend.
really good.
A hell of a match. It was Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins versus the Alpha Academy of the Champions versus RK Bro. And we had a title change. The new tag title people are now RK Bro again.
Yep.
They're back. And Randy was okay. So he wasn't as injured, I suppose, as we thought he was.
After the frog splash from Ford last week.
Yeah.
So he did
What
wrestle.
was happening. All that fun jazzercise stuff. You know. And everything. And then they had a 24/7 title belt with Dana Brooke and Tamina. And Dana Brooke retained that 24/7 title belt. And that was it. And now we have Miz out here. He's doing his homecoming stuff. So
yes, because he is home
now. Luna's in the chat. Hey, Luna says born in the early 80s. My sister was born in the mid 70s. Ravi says night fever. Sophie says, isn't it true that sometimes YouTube block videos from certain YouTube channel? Ravi says, ask for Rick
maybe.
James, super freak. Rick James, bitch!
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Pickle is like, that's some FB thing on your 12th B day or something like that. The name of the song will be your life's motto. Some Facebook thing on your 12th birthday. And Joey says yes. And Luke says in 1990 my personal fave was wax.
Something I found on the web.
Alexa,
No.
stop.
No, lady, no. Luke says in 1990 my personal fave.
So the crowd is jacked for Miz. He's like, that is respect, and the whole place is erupting.
Well, he's from Cleveland.
I know, that's why I said.
And it's funny because everybody hates him. But it's like, he's from Cleveland. Came out from a band called King Missile. Favorite song, Wacky. Oh, Wacky song. Thank you, Luke. I'm like, what is that word? The song was called Detachable Penis, and it's hilarious.
Oh, Lord.
Sophie says, I look it up as it is Foreigner. I want to know what love is. Boom says, boo, Logan Paul, boo, get out of here. I want to see the hot ladies and their beautiful armpits. And Joey says, woo, thank you, God. I love RK Bro.
Yeah, they're funny.
Ravi says, not Ray and Son, LOL. Sophie says, never heard King Missive. Piccolo says, number one song on your 12th birthday. Mine was Michael Bolton, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You? Piccolo, I don't think you should live your life as that as your motto.
Always.
Sophie's like, born February 2nd, 85. And Sophie says, still don't understand why we still have the 24/7 championship. Well, people have to, be weird and have something to do with
Yeah, he didn't
lives.
say anything about professional boxer, did he?
He did not, which is weird. I guess you don't have to.
He owns his own drink now.
Ew. It's got to be disgusting. There's no way it could be any good.
That's it, probably in his hand. So, he just gave it to a fan that he was drinking out of.
Ew. He's
fine.
like,
The
here's
fan don't
my
care.
DNA. Ludo's like, wait, the detachable what? Penis. Like happiness, but penis. Joey's like, okay, guys, I'll talk to you after Raw later. Bye, Joey.
See ya.
He says it would be funny if AEW got Jake Paul to appear.
Oh, Lord.
Sure it would. I think it would be horrible, but hey, whatever. Floats everybody's boats. So it had to be on your 12th birthday? Is the Facebook thing? I don't know. I don't even know what year I turned 12.
90.
Let's see, 1979 plus 12, so it'd be 1991. So then you'd have to ask.
He brought his high school. Look, he brought his high school.
That's funny.
He's like, they're sitting over there.
Number one. Number one.
They don't really like him very much. They're all like, this is fucking gay. He's making fun of his dad.
Got him at number one.
On contract before he was ready.
Let's see. So the number one song on my 12th birthday was Gonna Make You Sweat. Everybody Dance Now by
Everybody
C+C
Dance
Music
Now.
Factory.
Boom, 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 boom.
That was
Smooth.
that was it. That was the
Go back a
number
little.
one.
Go back in January too.
I'm
Whatever.
going to. The only way they could ever beat him is if they do what? Cheat?
It's funny, Logan's really good at this stuff, but Miz is like excellent. Miz should be like, I need to put this dude on my my podcast.
Right? So, let's see. Justify My Love by Madonna. That was
Justified?
Justify My Love by Madonna
I don't know that song.
was the #1 song on Sunday, January 13th, 1991.
That's terrible. I mean, it'd be okay if it was like a good Madonna song, but Justify My Love? I've never even heard of it. I mean, I'm sure I have, but...
Mine's all gonna make you sweat.
Smooth. I love that. That was one of my favorites.
Justify Your Love. Okay. Gonna make you sweat.
Make you
Justify
sweat.
My Love.
Dance, everybody, dance, everybody, dance. Dance, everybody, dance, everybody, dance.
It's Jerry the King Lawler, everybody. He's coming down.
At least I know who your song is.
No.
What, some weird Madonna song? Probably when she had brown hair and cone titties.
Possibly. That is, that's it.
I gotta live my life by Justify Your Love.
You gotta justify your love. Feels like hope WWE doesn't make an elite action figure of Logan Paul. LOL. It looks like, yes, detachable penis. LOL. Film says if they do, I will buy one and make him lose to every single wrestler in my stop motion.
Except for Dominik Mysterio.
Yeah, you have to have Dominik win over him. Robbie says, Travis, what a voice, no auto-tune. LOL. It looks like the #1 song of my 12th birthday was Hold On by Wilson Phillips. Blah.
And nothing wrong with that. Dude, I got Madonna.
Know what it is.
Justify Your Love. I'm going to have to listen to it because I don't even know what it sounds like.
So it's like, what was the top TV show the year you were born? I don't know.
Mine was either Cheers. Oh, wait, the year we were born?
Yeah, the year we were born.
Probably MASH.
He's been 8 years.
Who's number 95 for the Cleveland Browns?
1964? What? The #1 ranked TV show in 1979 was 60 Minutes.
That doesn't count. You got to put non-news.
Three's Company.
Oh, I'll take that any day. Then. At the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
I figured it'd be MASH, but yeah, cool. I'm okay with Three's Company.
Yeah.
Three's Company, kid. Holy crap.
They want to talk to you.
Well, it's not my mom this time.
If you're talking about when they were released unpopular, the Dukes of Hazzard started that year, and they were #1.
Okay, I'll take that one. Just some good old boy. Never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
That's too funny.
You were just cheering me.
Right?
Miz is getting his own fans to boo him.
Pico's like, yes, D. Robbie says that's a quality tune, D. I like to drop the Running Man to that song. Sophie says, when I was born, the top TV show was The Golden Girls. Luna says, I'm trans girl, and that offends me a little. Yes, I know it's a song, but still, I'm a little offended right now.
Who is? What?
Okay. Detachable Penis? That's a hilarious name for a song. I don't know if I find that offensive at all. I think it's great. Sophie's like, I don't know that the king was born in Idaho. Which king? I'm pretty sure Lawler wasn't born in Idaho. Robbie says, I do remember that Madonna song. Terrible song, but I remember it. Sophie's like, Ohio is the home of losers. Oh. Film's like, if Logan Paul gone, or is he still here making a lame promo? He's just standing there. I'm not sure what he's supposed to do.
Look at Logan doesn't know what to make of this. Like he's like
why are we talking so
I'm
fast?
from here. Look at everybody's face. Look at Logan's face. He's like, I don't know what he's saying.
we're leaving now.
But look at Logan's face.
That's some acting skills right there.
He said the only pyro that competes with WrestleManias is when the lake starts on fire.
Jesus Christ.
That
really
dates
nice.
back
Cleveland.
to back in the 1800s. They didn't know what to do with gas. And so when they were making kerosene for the lamps, they would just pump the gasoline, because that's the off product of kerosene.
Uh-huh.
They would just pump it into the river.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's right. We talked about that
Yeah,
before.
John D. Rockefeller just pumped it. He's from there.
That's fine. That's fine. It's totally fine.
Hey, just
Don't
think
worry,
the
it's
richest man that's ever lived is from Cleveland. So, I mean, they do have that.
Sophie's like, so D got one of the Madonna's least popular songs?
No, that was
actually,
me.
That was Travis.
I'm going to have to.
got a song people know. Looks like here's a link to the Madonna's song. Right.
All
I'll
right.
have to check that link out for Travis. Robbie says the video to that Madonna song looks a little like soft porn. Because like they're playing the song Shock the Monkey by Peter Gabriel.
Oh, that's a good one.
Robbie's like, D into some terrible music back in the day. I didn't listen to any of this stuff. I
Hey,
was a
look.
child.
Braun Breaker is on Raw.
Yes, with what's his face, who looks very brown.
Nobody cares about Tommaso Ciampa. I'm talking about Braun Breaker.
Yeah, you're
Hell yeah, we get to see
Partner.
Braun Breaker, the NXT champion, on the main roster tonight.
It's a dream come true. With Tommaso Ciampa against those two guys?
It's going to be Dolph, the Glorious Show-Offs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I figured. His goon. Walter's in the chat. Hey, Walter says,
Hey,
good
Walter.
Raw tonight. Yeah, it's not too
Oh,
bad.
it's getting better.
Phil's like, bruh, Seth is like, Friends is such a good show. Film's like, ha ha ha. Walter's like, at 9:35 p.m. my time, I'm going on Wednesday. Be here for AEW. 8 p.m. Bryce says, boo, Logan Paul. He's just boring. I'm sick and tired of celebrities being in WWE, in my honest opinion. Sophie says, this is a tease of Bron getting called up from NXT. Dolph and Roode coming out.
Yeah, at some point he is going to be on the main roster. That's the whole point of the new NXT, is for those guys to graduate to the main roster.
Mm-hmm. Walter's like, good AEW William Regal at pay-per-view. He did. He was there. Bryce is like, wow, Braun Breaker is on Raw. Mind blown. 4 times over. It's that person's 21st birthday, and they're at the Raw. That's pretty cool. This is up next, though. The NXT champion Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa versus Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Glorious Show-Offs. It's happening, guys. It's going to be happening. It's up next.
Double the K, double the flavor.
Double flavors and whatnots and grossness. Yay. There you go. It's happening. It's all over.
Wow, Braun Breaker.
All over the place.
So a lot of people probably haven't watched NXT because NXT gets 700,000 fans,
Right here.
and Raw gets 2 million. So there's going to be a lot more people watching that.
Can you hear it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I kind of remember this video
Well, it's just not on cones yet. Well, it's like Ciampa and Braun for the win. Yeah. Bryce says Vince is really interested in Braun Breaker. Sophie says, I'd rather have Madonna like a virgin or like a prayer as
Yes.
my top song when I was born. Yeah, well, that didn't happen. Rob is like, is Raw average tonight so
How
far?
in the fuck was this a #1 hit? I just fast forwarded it to halfway. Exactly the same. It hasn't changed. I'm waiting for the song to start, and it's a justify my love. Nothing.
It's one of those songs.
What you gonna do?
Oh, God. One of those songs of hers.
What you gonna do?
Well, it's like, congrats to Big Van Vader to the Hall of
to me.
Fame. Bryce says, well, congrats
Okay,
to
get
Braun.
this out of my ear.
Get away.
It's trash. Oh my gosh. Well, at least the video's okay.
Your
It's got Madonna.
your song for your birthday, 12th birthday is awesome.
It was January. It's cold in January. People get
It's
lonely.
definitely just a porn song.
It is. It's terrible.
I mean, she's got boobs hanging out and stuff.
I said the video's fine. It's when she was still young. She was probably married to Guy Ritchie at the time. Wow. All right, well, it looks like we're going to have some pretty good wrestling up next. The Braun Breaker. You look addicted to Madonna. Oh, are you listening?
Yeah, I had never heard it before.
It's terrible, right?
It is terrible. I
She
wouldn't
just
listen to that
talks.
shit.
What you want to do? Take your shirt off. All right, I'm sure somebody out there likes that song. Sorry.
I'm sure
we
it's
apologize to Madonna for her performance in 1991.
Or are you gonna do another
Uh-oh. Yeah, do I need to?
for that? I think so. Right, because you did that one.
I can do it with this one.
I think it might be.
Nothing wrong with these guys coming up.
Not with Braun Breaker. I think it's a good thing. Anyways. Let's see. Bray says his Raw average tonight so far. Walter says congrats. Bray says also congrats to Vader for being in the WWE 2022 Hall of Fame. Rick Perry is in the chat. Hey, Rick says, hey, Wrestling Gab. Hey there.
Rick Perry.
Apparently something big has happened tonight. A surprise return.
Hey, that would be cool. You know who Rick
Pretty
Perry is,
interesting.
right? He's the lead singer of Journey, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
Robbie says, as Joe DeBest calls him, Braun Breaker. And I'm still going to call him Braun Breaker. Sophie says most of the people in the new NXT have been there since the original NXT when it was under Triple H. Robbie says
There's a few.
Madonna, so it will be number one. Yeah.
Yes,
He goes like, oh no, I think Madonna was still dating Dennis Rodman. Ha ha.
I think this is before the Dennis days.
Vindicator says NXT Invasion is finally happening, Travis. Some fresh life getting breathed into Raw. No, not really. This will probably be a forgettable one-off. Actually, Vindicator, it's been going on for a while. Like,
Yeah, they've been
Dolph
fighting just down
and
on
have
the...
been going to NXT. Ciampa came up onto Raw. They did have a match on Raw for a little bit, but this is the first time they're going to do an actual tag team match. Most of the time, it's just been against each other.
Look at this.
Back to back to back champion Gable Steveson. Three-peat. Gable Steveson becomes the 7th three-time B1G champion in history.
Three-time.
He three-time champ. Randy Sam is in the chat. Hey, Randy says, hey, Wrestling Gab, did you like AEW pay-per-view yesterday?
Loved it.
Super kick, move after moves not feel important anymore, shaking my head.
Yeah, I call it a thrust kick now to just take it and make it fresh again.
Right?
Look, they're dancing. She interrupted them.
He's like, oh, yeah, so why are you talking to us? Well, it's a WWE 2K22 good graphics game. Robbie says, I did say it was soft porn music, Deep. Yeah, soft porn, I guess. Sophie says, NXT used to be a show a lot of people watched before AEW came along, and they lost
I feel
a
like
lot of
she's
viewers.
just pouring out negativity all over them. It's on their clothes, on their glasses, his headband.
They're going to have to take, like, positivity showers after this.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not the New Day peeing on them.
Ew. God, no, but it might be. They are pretty gross like that. Film's like, is Logan Paul gone now? Yes.
Yes.
He's gone. Jimmy Godsey is in the chat. Hey, Jimmy,
Jimmy.
says, I made it tonight also. Hey, thanks
Woo!
for hanging with us, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Right now, they're just in the back talking with the Street Profits. Old whatever her name is. I don't know her name.
Schefter or something.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Old Sarah. Gable's still in his money, poor Otis. Oh my goodness.
It's us. It is the Street Profits.
They want it.
They want the
They're coming
smoke.
to get it. It's happening.
Hopefully they get the smoke.
Well, at least her negativity didn't make them feel bad about themselves.
Okay, Braun coming out. Is this Braun's music here?
Tommaso
No, that must be
Ciampa.
Tommaso's.
Tommaso Ciampa. Oh, let's see. So Faith said that. Jimmy says, also, Sophie says, so nobody got a Cher or Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston as a birth year song. Not yet.
No.
Rick Perry says, yes, Wrestling Gab is me start believing. Just kidding. Robbie says, you should check out Madonna at the Brit Awards. She stacks it and gets right back up.
That's funny.
Was she drunk off her skunk? Because she looks like she pretty much is high on drugs at all times nowadays.
Here comes Braun. First time ever on Monday Night Raw.
Sylvie says that Madonna song, never heard of it either. And Walter says, where's the new 15-year-old new wrestler for AEW?
We didn't see him.
Ew,
We did
what?
see Hook, but I
Why?
didn't see anybody
A
that was
child?
15.
What's going on? It's Braun Breaker, everybody. He's coming down.
He looks like a poor version of his dad.
Oh,
He does. His dad had long hair.
that's sad. Oh, looks like Steve Perry was Journey's second of 5 lead singers. There you go. It was Steve Perry, not Rick Perry.
Whatever.
It was close
There
enough.
was a Perry in it.
Jimmy says the King looked good tonight, though. He did look pretty good. Looked healthy. Looked good out there.
I remember him having a heart attack right on air. I was watching that. I was like,
Is he dying?
is that part of the show?
William's like, yes, thank God he's gone. Let's get on to the women. Woo, I love women. Walter's like, Street Profits get the cups. LOL. Jimmy says, they want the smoke. Sophie says, I was born the year of the first Mania. Jimmy says, where's the big Papa Pump? Or dog-faced gremlin gonna show up now?
Oh. Yeah, I want to see some dog-faced gremlin.
Robbie says,
That's
Street
his
Profits be rolling on dubs. Film says, wow, Braun Breaker is on Raw. What? Chris is like, Braun on Raw?
With his own little video package
He
here.
has his own video package. He's got his little title belt with him.
They're definitely selling him to the main roster.
He's like, look at me. I'm amazing. The crowd is very excited. They seem thrilled out of their pants. They can't help their excitement. Anyways, we have Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa versus
The
Dolph
glorious
Ziggler and Robert
show-offs.
Reed. That's happening right now. Happening right now. Walter's like Braun Steiner.
Old Braun Steiner.
So he says, I can see the Steiners get inducted into the Hall of Fame now since they are inducting Vader, which nobody's seen that happen before.
Right, but
this
Vader
year.
is passed away. Both Steiner brothers are still alive.
Right.
And Vince and Scott probably don't get along too well. Scott's kind of an asshole.
Like, nobody likes you.
He's one of those guys from the old school that says, you can either make friends or make money. And he's rich.
Chris says, oh no, Ciampa theme changed. It might have been just for
Yes, they
up
will not
here.
use the same themes when they come up to the main roster. When you go back to the NXT, it'll probably be the same one.
Yeah, but he's back there tomorrow. Jimmy says Robert Roode is a jobber now. They dropped ball on his WWE run. They just did him dirty, right? But at least he's on, right? You see him most of the time. He not only is he on Raw, but he's been on NXT too. So, you know, kind of get to see him twice. Makes him kind of relevant, I suppose. Roy says, I sent you the clip of Madonna stacking it. Just what I want to see. Madonna falling on her face.
He just held that vertical suplex for like 30 seconds.
He held that souffle
They
quite
used
well.
Gordon Solie used to call it a souffle, by the way.
It was a wonderful souffle. And it did not fall in the middle. Those souffles can happen like that. You don't want them to fall in the middle. Chris says, I'll make a big Bobby Roode WWE champ on 2K22. Do it. Do it, Chris. Do it. Make him champion. And then show the pictures to everybody. Jimmy says, where's Cowboy James Storm at now?
I know. I have no idea where he's at. I thought maybe he was in NWA. But to be honest,
hurt his back. And we're on commercial break with Ciampa and Braun outside the ring. And Braun looking at those other guys like, how dare you hurt his back? And he didn't look happy about it. He looked very sad. Very, very sad. Very, very, very sad. Let's see. Robbie says, I can't stand Gordon Ramsay overrated like Jamie Oliver. Totally
overrated like somebody I've never heard of. Like I've heard of the Ramsey guy. He's the
Jamie
cook, right?
I think Jamie Oliver might be a cook too.
Oh. Or maybe he's that TV show host.
I guess her cape was supposed to come off or unhooked and it didn't. That's hilarious. The Brit Awards. She's like, I hurt myself. It's a good thing that I took my crack earlier today. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Always. Oh, I thought it was picture-in-picture or something.
No, it's not.
You made it sound like you were still watching. I'm like, oh, sweet.
Nothing's happening. Sophie says James Storm, the guy that showed up on NXT a couple times throughout his career. And Luke says James Storm is injured but back with Impact. Well, there you go. Luke told you. He's with Impact, but he's broken. Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you Wednesday for AEW. Bye, Walter. Thanks for hanging with us for a minute. Jimmy says,
Woo-hoo!
heard Lesnar is there tonight. He should be.
They're trying to build to Mania.
Chris says, so it's funny, Diamond Mine isn't in 2K22, but Roderick Strong has all the Diamond Mine logo on his gear.
Hey, that's kind of weird, isn't it?
So
So that little blonde girl's not there then? The one that's in the Diamond Mine?
Sophie says the WWE was interested in James Storm at one point.
Beer money.
Film says, is Braun going to stay on Raw? No, he's the
No.
NXT champion, honey. He's
No.
just there for a second.
It looks good for now.
Piccolo says, take care. Walter and Jimmy says, James Storm would be amazing in WWE. Robbie says, having a quick cup of Builder's style tea, LOL, tastes so good. What the fuck is Builder's style tea? Like, is that like really thick sludge tea or something? Film's like, is he no longer going back to NXT 2.0? He's going back to NXT 2.0 film. He is their champion still. So he's like, Impact is still working. How? I don't know. They just do it. They just do it. They just do stuff. Like, they have wrestlers and stuff, and then they, like, make shows, and they, like put them on TV and stuff, and then they have, like, pay-per-views. It's really weird how that works out for them. So strange. So strange. Anyways, we're still on commercial break. We're just waiting for him to get back to the action. Film says, okay, that makes sense because it'll be weird for him to graduate early. Rob is like, Builder's tea is strong tea with a little milk. Why would you put milk in it if you want it to be strong? It's weird.
Nobody would know.
Do you have to make it extra strong if you put milk in it? I make my coffee extra strong just so I can put creamer in it.
So I have the missionary's phone number on my phone, and they joined that duo, and it says Mormons on Duo.
That's pretty funny,
Because
actually.
I just have them under Mormon.
It's like, wow!
It said Mormons under Duo. A little notification I got. I'm like, what? Why are Mormons on Duo?
Why are they doing this?
But then I realized it's from my own contact list.
That's funny. Robbie's like, yeah. Jimmy says need to have a hard-hitting Raw tonight. House shows seem better than Raw most nights. Yeah, that's true.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. All right, we're back to the action. Ciampa and Dolph are out there having a good time together. I don't think Ciampa likes it.
We
he
need
wants to get back to his partner.
Heinz Fett Velvet,
Robert Roode,
trainer of Dolph.
trainer of Dolph.
Do you know Dolph?
Robert,
Do you call him a tomb? I say to Dolph. One, two.
Robert Roode trying to get a pin.
Ciampa didn't even lift his shoulder up.
He's like, I'm out of it, I promise.
The referee just stopped counting, and he like put his arm this
He's like,
way.
he had to. He had to stop. He's like, hey, look, the Crackhead's live tonight.
Oh yeah, he's always
Everybody's
gonna be live.
excited.
He's going to talk about what he did to AJ Styles.
Oh, everybody's going to be thrilled out of their
AJ
pants.
Styles has been announced officially as injured.
Ooh.
So a lot of that is kayfabe, right? Or not kayfabe, but anyways, like it's part of the show.
Part of
The
their
only
story.
thing is the last two that they've announced officially on their site have been real, just not real, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Drew McIntyre, he was
Right.
really hurt, and the other one was Bobby
Ooh,
Lashley. Remember?
Yes.
And so AJ is the third one. Is he not really broke? Or maybe he has a knee injury or something else?
No.
Braun Breaker just throwing fools.
Oh, wow. He's just cleaning up some house in there
Wrestling
right now.
just like his daddy. That's where his dad would have barked.
Maybe he should not take up that.
And he would have also got on the ground and ran around and headbutted people like
A goat?
the Junkyard Dog used to do also.
That's just
Woo!
weird. Robbie's like, strong D, my tea. And Robbie says, is stronger than Esta. Wow, your tea's stronger than Esta, huh? Chris says also they fixed the tattoo prob with Shotzi in 2K22. She has the chest piece tat. Oh. Boom says no. Why? Boom's like AJ Styles versus Edge at WrestleMania is canceled.
It could be.
Face.
Let's just wait and see. But there's a big possibility.
Wow.
But that could give Seth somebody to wrestle. I guess they could go back to that.
Ugh.
Or Kevin.
Let's not.
I could Kevin. But they just turned Edge heel, so it doesn't really work.
Right.
Look at the power. He was gorilla pressing him right in the center of the ring. Dolph rolls him up.
He's like,
1,
look.
2.
He's like, I've got you in a fruit roll up.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Ouch. That was his shoulder into
He hit that hard.
hole.
That is the zigzag. That just could do it. Ciampa needs to save him. There he is.
There's Ciampa. He decided he needed to be involved.
It's like Ciampa, like CIA, huh? Like
Yeah, Ciampa.
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 It's a weird pronunciation
Yeah.
for how it's spelled. I don't like it. So if you have no idea, you would totally say his name wrong all the time. Unless you were listening.
All right.
Then it's like, what?
Thrust kick.
What? He didn't get that super kick in like he thought he
There
would.
it is. Gorilla press. Right down into the power slam. No problem holding him.
Ugh.
See, and he's going to have no problem with guys this size, but how is he going to do that against the bigger guys?
He did get hurt. Look, his shoulder's bleeding from running into that.
Yeah, he hit that way too
hole.
hard. Yeah, see, he might have fractured his clavicle there. See, he's holding it.
He's like, I think I'm bleeding.
Yeah, he hit that way harder than he should have.
It's kind of way back here, though, where he's bloody.
Yeah, he's holding his arm straight a little bit. There, he's using it. He's got a lot of meat around it.
He does. And he hit it kind of way back
There he
here.
goes.
So I don't think it's as bad. It is. Ciampa just looks weird because he's
Congrats!
all like, old. And then... Oh, he pulled one over on the Dirty Dogs. Oh, we're together.
It's
Oh.
one-on-one.
Ooh,
It's
triple
those
threat.
two and Dolph.
Ooh, is it?
Dolph has set his sights really low.
He has set his sights really low. So all that's happening is Ziggler's talking about how he's going to get the championship at NXT, which is happening tomorrow night. Triple threat match of Tommaso Ciampa, Braun Breaker, and Dolph Ziggler tomorrow night on NXT. A three-way match for the NXT championship.
Dolph just broke the microphone.
He broke the microphone. He was very adamant
threw
that
it.
he's going to win. He's going to be the winner and all that good stuff. Anyways, Phil says, I hope it's not canceled. I've been waiting for the amazing dream match that happened for a very long time. Robbie says, I just call him Mug, LOL. Oh, God, LOL. D, what is Ziggler saying?
Well, Moss
I already
doesn't have a
told
match
you.
either, does he?
Luke says Tommaso Ciampa was born in Boston to an Italian mom and dad, which explains the name. That's why it's pronounced all stupid. That does explain a lot. James Satello's in the chat. Hey, James says, what year was the first pay-per-view?
83 if you're talking just any of them. Like for wrestling.
Wrestling pay-per-views.
That would have been Starrcade. But they called it closed-circuit television back then. So...
But you did have to pay to watch it, right?
It was closed circuit, and then you open the circuit.
You don't have to cry about it, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay.
Nobody listening.
Film says, is Braun winning? You know,
He did.
Might, so he won that match that just happened. Yes. Is he winning on NXT to continue being the NXT champion? I don't know. You'll have to watch it. Bobby says, D, could you be the winner? No. I'm never going to be
Look
a
at this.
winner.
He is not waiting for his WrestleMania moment. He's taking it.
He's going to take the WrestleMania moment.
He's going to dominate every superstar until there's none left.
Who is he going to take the moment from?
I don't know. Maybe Shotzi Blackheart?
Maybe.
Is he going to wrestle women next? Becky might kick his ass. So.
Kick his ass. sea bass.
That's a huge human being. I think his music needs to be slower. He's going up against Apollo Crews tonight.
Apollo. Oh, Robbie says, I already read that. Robbie says that the Jolly Green Giant. Sophie says, Dave Meltzer said there won't be no giant battle royale this year at Mania, but the Mae Young or Fabulous Moolah battle royal is still scheduled for Mania, though.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't know how they're going to fill it up with women unless they use like 8 women.
I kind of want to try this Mountain Dew Spark now. They've had it on the commercials way too many times. I kind of like strawberry lemonade, pink lemonade stuff.
It's really good. Can't be scared of everything.
Can't be scared.
Just go try it.
Just can't be scared. Just try it and drink it.
Run down to the store down here.
Go get some sugar. Robbie says, D, they ask you because you watch NXT. I wouldn't know. I don't watch NXT. Robbie says 5-minute match. You think it's going to be 5 minutes? Wow, you're giving him, that guy who was ever going up against him, quite a bit of credit. I am going to say it's going to be less than 5 minutes. Philip says, I'm ready for some women's chop WWE. The women's matches, chop, let's go. They have time. Film, it's fine. Rob is like Apollo ending up as Roadkill. Oh, is that who it's going against?
Yes, it's Apollo.
Oh,
and maybe
no.
General Sneeze can get involved, and they can do something there with those guys.
Ooh, a sneeze.
I forgot Apollo existed.
Sophie says, I heard one of the matches at last night's pay-per-view went through a lot of changes before it went on.
Ooh, which one?
Which one of the matches was it, Sophie? I mean, it's already done and over with. Just tell us. Can you rewind it just a little bit?
For this?
Yeah.
On this commercial?
Just this commercial, yeah. You gotta keep going. Like almost to the beginning of it, kind of. There. So watch on his head and then think of Cat Williams.
Oh, the boom mic? Hey, Shaq. How you doing? What do you need, dude? As he turns around in the shower. Am I allowed to rift?
That's too funny. So it was like they didn't say which one. Well, those bastards. It looks like I heard last night's pay-per-view was booked by Fruit Flies. Wow.
Right.
That is amazing information.
That's a new tag team.
What kind? Who are the Fruit Flies?
The Fruit Flies.
Who are they?
Oh, I have a joke, but I don't know if it's appropriate. I'm gonna.
Can you whisper to my ear? I'll cover my mic.
Right.
Oh, Philip says thank you, Miss D. Robbie says D. Does Apollo still have the fake Nigerian accent? Probably. I'm pretty sure. I don't think they just get rid of those. He probably has to be in character at all times, even when he's outside of his wrestling stuff. So this is Triple H must be mad that another one of his best friends went to AEW in William Regal. The Fruit Flies. Oh man, that's funny.
Way too funny.
We all know who that tag team is. Regal is all right. I'm back. Did you get some of your songs played? Did you request some songs and did they get played? Picola. And if so, which ones?
You know what would have been the best song to have them play?
For the 80s music?
Real American, Hulk Hogan's theme song.
Oh, God. It's just terrible.
That would have been great.
Terrible.
Just representing.
Just representing shit.
Dun,
Representing.
dun, dun, dun,
Picola
dun,
says,
dun.
so they create polls and put 3 songs on them. Usually it's very metal heavy. Oh, that's boring. That's no fun.
Yeah, if you don't get to pick what's in the 3.
Seth says William Regal was a shock to go to AEW since there has been no news on where he was going. He could have just made an appearance too, Sophie. You never know. I mean, independent contractors can make appearances and get paid buco bucks for it. Rob says, D, what happened to your fake hillbilly accent? Who said it was fake?
She's faking her normal accent, her
This is
Idaho
my
accent.
normal accent. I mean, my fake normal accent. That other one is my normal accent. That's why it's so easy for me to do. Robbie's like, oh god, lol. So it says, with Regal going to AEW, what are the chances that Samoa Joe will soon follow? I don't care.
Bye. I mean, he can go anywhere he wants. I have no interest in him at all. Look at the size difference here. Apollo is strong and
Not
quick.
that strong.
But
Quick, yes.
that's what we need, that general.
Robbie says, then D rips her shirt
Whoa!
like Hogan. Robbie,
Apollo
you
jumped up,
sick,
kicked him in the throat.
perverted bastard.
What? Oh, you pervert.
Right? I'm not the pervert. He's the pervert.
You're the one that wants to rip your shirt off.
No, Robbie wants me to rip my shirt off. We're sicko. Looks like, Sophie, there were tons of reports of Regal going to AEW. What are you even talking about? Pickle says, I wish I had a fake British accent. You just fake it till you make it, Piccola. It's really how you do it. You just go around town talking like that to other people.
Yeah, most people aren't
Everywhere
from
you
there,
go,
so
nobody will know.
And they don't know what it really sounds like. Just say there's different dialogues, and you're from that
I've
part of town.
actually done it before. I've gone to the grocery store and talked in a British accent the whole time I was there. Jimmy says, squash match always with Omos, right? Which is really sad because it's Apollo Crews, and you really don't want to see him get squished. Film says, yeah, he's not joining All Elite Wrestling. William Regal will always stay with WWE. Yeah, he was on there, though, Film. I don't know if he's really joining, but, who knows. So it was like, Cody Rhodes is still out there. Is he?
Is he? Where is Cody?
Is he out there still? Where out there? And is it mystery? Yes, total mystery. Is he going to be on a Scooby-Doo show?
He would have got away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Right. Since there has been conflicting reports on where he is going every day. I'm hoping he keeps it up so people are like, what's going on? I have no idea. People is laughing a lot. And Carlito says, hello.
Hey, Carlito. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Carlito. How are you doing? Hello. Hola. ¿Cómo está?
He spits
Robbie
in the
says,
face
see,
of
I
people
thought
that aren't
Hogan
cool.
ripped his shirt. Robbie, you're talking to the wrong person on who knows what Hogan does. I have no idea what goddamn that guy does.
He's been known to rip his shirt off. And he had a weight belt on.
So he says the Moss and the Commander were part of that Raw Underground thing that people intend to forget about.
Yes.
I think Vindicator misses it.
Amos was the doorman.
Carlito says, missed you. I'm doing good.
2,
Fantastic.
3. It's
So
over.
happy to hear that you're doing well. And, of course, poor Apollo got his butthole beat to submission by big old Amos.
Sounds
and
like
poor Sneeze just stood out there and let it happen. He's just like, I can't help you. I'm sorry. Pablo Plays is in the chat. Hey, Pablo.
Hey, Pablo.
RK Bro, 2-time Raw Tag Team Champion.
Looking good.
Yes, Pablo.
They're going to catch up with the New Day anytime.
Won it. So this is Amos was also a ninja at one point in his career.
He was.
He totally was a ninja.
I thought it was Shaq. When I first say, oh, here it is. Here's the start. Here's the start.
Wyndham Rotunda. Where is he going?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
He's gonna just do stuff. He's gonna just be a guy, that does.
I don't think the general's that scared of him.
Carlito says Omos wins.
Look at this. But they got to play him up tough.
He's like, oh yeah?
He's a big dude and he just doesn't look big next to Omos.
I think his chin is waggling like he's gonna cry. I think he was gonna cry a little bit.
That's pride. Stings.
He's like, poor guy.
It is shivering in his chin.
He's got his chin all quivering. Films like Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan versus Lena Vega and Carmella wrestling next? Question mark. Still waiting patiently for that match. You know what, Film? I don't feel that you're waiting patiently. I feel like you're trying to push that match to happen. And I really
up next is
appreciate it
Edge.
if you would totally get a back seat and just, be more patient. But Edge is going to talk to you guys. He wants you to listen to what he has to say.
About
I'm going to not.
AJ
Robbie says, I
Styles.
wish they brought Raw Underground back.
It'd be cool. I like that third hour being different. It doesn't have to be necessarily that, but anything.
Something.
Do anything different.
Sophie says it seemed like in the beginning they didn't know what to do with Omos, kind of like Braun. And Carlito says, Edge, woo! Yes, all you Edge fans out there, he is coming out. He's going to talk to you. He's going to tell you truths and lies. And he's going to do weird stuff and be all crazy looking and whatnots. Sophie's like, isn't it a true unification match, though?
Yes. Basically, I mean, we are going to get a champion that has both belts.
Film says, okay. Vindicator says Dalitha will bring out her invisible earmuffs for the next segment. Right.
It'll be an undefeated or an undisputed champion is what you would call it.
He's going to be undefeated.
Unified.
And undisputed. And he's going to, like, take both the belts and wear them on both of his arms.
He's going to look like freaking, what's his name, the nerd over Sammy Guevara.
They can't get those around their waists like he can, though.
You call him Brock fat?
No. I'm saying that
He's a
4
man.
times as big as Sammy Guevara. That's what I'm saying.
Sammy Guevara needs to go
says
do
a Brood Edge is way cooler than regular Edge.
Right? Nobody likes regular Edge.
I don't like him in any sense, so Brood or Reg don't matter to me. I don't like him.
How bizarre.
How bizarre. You don't like him? How bizarre. Sophie says, at least we aren't getting AJ Styles versus Omos at Mania. It seemed like they were leaning towards that at the beginning of the year. Yeah, but they kind of ended that shit.
I was
which
worried
is
about
good.
it.
And they stopped pulling that out of their ears and did something different. Rob is like, D, so excited for Edge and Beth. Oh, yeah? Did you forget what you were going to say? So you just had to throw an extra and in there? Couldn't remember her name for a second? No, and I hope to good goddamn that she doesn't ever come back. I hope she stays away.
I'm sure she's going to end up showing up on
needs to just be
NXT
at home
TV.
where she belongs, making sandwiches for children. She should be there taking care of her children. Going down to NXT and ruining people's lives with her horrible commentary. The joint manipulation that they have going on
Right
down
in
there.
the solar plexus.
Well, solar plexus is joint manipulation. Pickle says, unleaded Edge is cheaper than diesel Edge. Pickle, you didn't tell me your songs, the songs that happened. What were they? What were the 80s heavy metal songs? Probably nothing I've ever heard of. Vindicator says, Dalitha just put Sammy in the feminine physique category. It's getting crowded in there with Adam Cole, Pete Dunne, Bobby Fish, and Dolph. I don't really consider Dolph Ziggler a feminine physique, but okay, then. Sophie says, it'll be interesting how they handle the unified champion after Mania. Like, will he be able to appear on both shows or only on one show? Both of them. Robbie's like, I put the extra and for you, D. Oh, yeah. So you tried to give me a stutter. That's really sweet. Sophie says AJ Styles and Edge wanted this match for a long time.
They're showing it still happening.
Of course, Edge versus AJ Styles. It's happening. They're going to show you some shit that happened last Monday and how excited people were to see Edge poking kids in their stomachs, violating children. That person's his number one fan. Better watch out for those number one fans.
Did you need his necklace? I've got one.
I do not want his disgustingness anywhere near me. I'm going to leave. I'm just going to get up and walk off. Pablo says that Brock versus
Styles.
Roman is going to be so bad. Like, bad as in good or bad as in, oh my god, gross. I can't watch this. This
Bad
is just
A.
horrible.
Come on.
I mean, which bad do you mean? Sophie says AJ Styles also wants a match with Shawn Michaels as well. Well, he'd be an easy beat. He can't even half see what he's doing because he's so cross-eyed.
Oh my god.
He's like, where'd it go? I don't know.
He likes to look at things on his nose.
Robbie says, I hope AJ overcooks Edge. Yeah, good luck, Robbie. Pickle says this couple have to scroll through 800 plus people and they're gibberish. Be happy you don't have to deal with music requests.
His wife left him because they couldn't see eye to eye.
That sounds about right.
She thought he was seeing somebody on the side.
That's pretty funny.
Ah.
You're telling me I'm mean. Just kidding.
That's the Rock's jokes. I'm just stealing them.
P. Cola. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I get that they have to scroll through 800 plus people. That's pretty bad. So do they really pick from those people, or do they just already have something in mind they're doing and just go from there? Carlito says Edge goes for a spear. AJ reversed. AJ Styles clash light go out. Betty comes out and costs AJ the match.
Uh-oh.
Who's Betty?
Betty's a pretty surfer chick. I have no idea.
Sophie says, remember when they were hinting towards a triple threat match between Rollins, Lesnar, and Reigns at Mania?
Yes.
Yeah, until they decided Reigns was not good enough, Rollins
Seth
was not good enough to be put into that situation. Pablo says, horrible. Remember what happened to the last WrestleMania? That was trash. I was not entertained.
We will see how they play it this year. It's supposed to be the greatest match ever. Right behind Edge and Randy Orton's.
Let's see. Robbie says, oh, well, Betty. And Robbie also says, as Run DMC says, bad means good. Okay, that is in the 90s, and that's why I wanted to make double sure that he meant bad as bad. Like ick, gross, terrible, awful, horrible, all the other synonyms for that word. Or the way we used it as bad, as in, oh, that's so bad.
That's sick, dude.
Sick, dude.
So me cool.
Sophie says Kevin Owens doesn't have a match scheduled for Mania yet, but that also depends on if Austin actually wants to come back to wrestle. Robbie's like, Betty equals Beth. I like Betty better. Betty seems like a better bitch. Pablo says the New Day versus RK Bro is a good match for me. I mean, face versus face. I wouldn't mind if RK Bro become heel.
Right. Yeah, I don't know with Riddle. Riddle's a really good face. You're talking about
Yeah. Carlito says Brock wins both belts. Piccolo
I'm
says,
seeing it head that direction
Me too.
also.
Piccolo says the husband has some software where he types in a keyword. If you have the word journey requested in the poll 10 times, for instance, they'll throw it on the poll. That's pretty cool.
Nothing wrong with that.
So,
Edge!
What 3 songs happened then? Out of curiosity. Luke says, remember when people watched shows or streams without spoiling everything every 2 minutes? No, that would just be ridiculous. With too much typing and rumors, I do. The silence was golden. So it was like some of these matches at Mania feel like they threw it at the wall to stick to see what fits. Really? Because I don't feel that that's kind of what they did. But whatever. Looks like kind of like all your rumors, Sophie. And Pablo says, why D? Why what?
Why? Just why?
I don't know what you're asking why for. But they say that you needed to ask why about. Bryce says, okay, I have to go buy Wrestling Gab. Bye, Bryce.
See you,
Thanks
Bryce.
for hanging with us. Pablo
So Edge
says,
is coming out to silence.
Pablo says, why do you kind of look like Stone Cold? What? Really? Cool. Thanks.
Not you.
Carlito says lights are out. Robbie says Sophie, email Vince if you're not happy. And Piccolo says while the wifey handles the super chats and just goes along with the chat. Oh, like me. La, 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 la. I don't like this, whatever they're doing with the video. It makes me want to throw up.
It's the vampire version of him, the brood stuff. The evil.
Let's see. Luke's like, night, Bryce. I was like, Luke, you'll miss me when I don't come in here. And Luke's like, no comment. Carlito says Edge wearing a suit. Wow.
You gotta dress all nice.
He's like, I pretend to clean up well. I even pulled my hair back from my face. Carlito said that. And Piccolo says, give me 5 minutes. I'll see what's on the next poll. And Piccolo says, good night, Bryce. And Sophie says, we got a new Edge entrance. Is he copying Tommaso Ciampa?
He's not doing anything.
As Robbie says, Sophie, don't be ridiculous. Pablo says, Seth is going to turn face next week. I can't wait. Ugh, why would he look so angry?
Yeah, they're both very upset. Him and Kevin Owens.
They look so mad that I was worried they were both going to have, like, strokes.
Very disappointed in themselves as professional athletes.
Applejack Styles says, my neck!
My neck!
They're not even out there.
I got a
Their neck haven't even do anything.
It was last week. He got a contusion.
Oh. Carlito says, this is a weird Edge.
Which is a bruise.
Well, you know those contusions. It sounds way better if you call it that way. I got a bruise. Oh, stop being a pussy. I've got a contusion. Oh my god, that's horrible. On my brain.
The crowd doesn't know what to do. A few of them are like cheer, booing.
Sophie says AJ versus Edge. That one is hard to tell who will win that match, but when it happens, it will be a banger. Pablo says Bliss is gone again. Haven't seen her for a couple weeks. She's getting married. Who knows what her life is.
She just had a bachelorette party.
Robbie says, haha.
You think you know me?
With Edge is making laugh. And Film says, dude, to be honest, Bliss gone for too long. Oh, God. This guy.
Nexus, do you have to just be into things?
He has to do stuff. He has to be annoying and be all up in the biz. So if he's like, Maurice has gone off TV again.
That's okay. She's a mom.
She should be home.
He replaced her with another blonde. That's Logan, by the way. If anybody...
Drax, who is standing still, is in the chat, says... Film says, I miss my
Woo!
Edge
is just in there hanging out in the blue light. So you hit him with a chair in the head? I don't get it.
Beat him up to do it? I don't understand. Rob is like, what's with the blue light? Probably, you know what? Maybe you know the answer, because I sure in hell don't. Sophie says the show is almost over. The show went faster than normal.
There is still over an hour, well, not over an hour, but there's an hour left, 50 minutes. That's a lot. We don't even know what the main event's going to be. The women's match?
Maybe. I don't know.
They got to do that next.
Pablo says I'm going to play WWE 2K22 in 2 hours. That's amazing.
Woo!
Vindicator's
like,
Edge is trying really hard to convince you, Jalitha, that he is a very, very, very bad man. A real menace to society. Maybe he needs some time in a padded cell.
He's like O-Dog, menace to society.
I feel that this person is annoying and he is nothing special. Looks like if you look at Bliss's social media, she's on a vacation for her marriage. But she's framing it like WWE doesn't like her. It's just story. Like her and aren't using her. Well, you know.
Well, like last week, supposedly she was all upset about not being on TV.
Right.
So I could see that being kayfabe.
Sophie's like, remember when Raw was 1 hour? No, I really don't.
That is one thing I do not remember.
I don't remember anything of that sort. It's
I remember
always been
when
3 hours in my world.
I remember when WWE was on Sundays and they didn't have Raw, but I do not remember in our area. It was all pre-recorded back then.
Robbie, I know that you think that I have answers, but I don't. If you need answers, ask Sophie. Sophie knows everything. And now Sophie says, there were AEW fans that called the buy-in last night a Sunday night rampage. Edwin Pereira's in the chat. Hey, Edwin. Says, I'm going to be honest with you. Edge brings back his ruthless aggression era character that I remember.
Good stuff. He just dropped the mic, too, so he's done. He just wants that AJ Styles, that Pitbull AJ Styles. And he thinks he might have just brought that out of AJ by hitting him with the concerto several times. And giving him a neck contusion.
Oh, I'm sure you were Corey Graves. You're like, oh,
Corey Graves is going to give us the monologue. I am so heartbroken right now. I don't know what to do. The whole world is standing still right now. We're sorry for Edge's actions last week. That was monolithic.
Totally. Hey, look, they're doing some earlier tonight shit. If you guys missed it, they're showing what happened in that
well, this is it. Look how close they were to winning this whole thing.
They were close.
And with the curb stomp, a running curb stomp.
He almost did it. Oh, man, and then Riddle checked his ass out.
You notice how Britt Baker won the title last night? Or she was already champion, but retained her title last night.
Oh, yes.
Same move.
And doing stuff. Mm-hmm. Vindicator says if AJ can't compete at Mania, I hope he gets replaced by CM Punk just so Dalitha can have one long break during that 4-hour one-night spectacular.
Oh, Lord.
Robbie says, so just lies. Do you tell the truth? I don't tell anything. So if it's like with WCW Nitro, that show was 3 hours at one point.
It was. Absolutely.
Once again, I have no idea. I'm completely ignorant, which is bliss. Piccolo says John Mellencamp's Pink Houses versus Poison's Fallen Angel versus Robert Plant's Ship of Fools. Ooh, John Mellencamp's Pink Houses.
Pink Houses wins
Pink
that
Houses.
one in a landslide.
Pink Houses.
Little pink houses for you and me.
Robbie says Kevin's so pissed. Pico's like, you ever heard of them? The one I probably haven't heard of is Robert Plant's Ship of Fools.
Yeah, I don't know that either of the Poisons one either. I mean, I know Poison, and I had their CD. Well, it was a tape.
Pretty sure I remember.
But I don't remember
Angel,
Fallen Angel.
I don't think you would know it from the song.
Yeah, I'd have to hear the song, but...
Sophie says Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens, the two men that aren't scheduled for Mania yet. Ooh, he's got ideas. He's telling Bert, all his ideas. Kevin, you better not tell him your ideas.
He's not going to share his idea.
Kevin might steal them.
He had an idea, an epiphany.
He's got a plan.
And when Canadians make plans, they follow through.
He's going to share it with everybody later tonight.
Like those truck drivers, they follow through. Oh, it's Liv.
Luke says the first episode of Raw was technically 60 minutes, but most people don't know that the next 60 minutes were interviews with WWE stars. Then it was just 1 hour for a while. I don't know any of that. So yeah, like Pink Houses was a great song. The other two songs I've never heard of before. Film says kind of excited for WWE 2K22. So he says Raw was 1 hour for a year before it went to 2 hours. Right, Luke, or something like that. Ray's like, Sophie, can't you call Vince to get the match on the card? Luke says, I am old enough that I watched the first Raw and remember parts of it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely watched wrestling at that time. And they would have had Hulk Hogan in that time. It would have been
if
that
you're
era.
out there, which you are, because you just gave a comment, your women's match has now started, so you should be watching Raw right now. I don't know if you are, but you should be. Let's see. Vindicator says, my baby Liv is going to save this show.
She is, right here. Going up against your favorite woman, Carmella.
You're going to have to sit through Carmella just so you can see Liv. How sad. Vindicator said that, and Piccolo says, supposedly Canadians are very apologetic. They say sorry a lot. They say sorry. Pardon.
Sorry.
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 Pardon. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry. Phil says, did Travis say Liv Morgan?
I did.
Yeah, because she's coming out.
Liv's
well,
out
she's
there.
out
Well, we're
with
on a
Rhea.
commercial break right now, but...
Luke says, Vindicator, I will ban you. Liv is mine. Damn it. LOL. Sophie says, I saw the first episode of Raw on the WWE Network before I went to Peacock.
Peacock.
I never saw it. Don't care to see it. I'm never going to watch it.
What is that?
The first episode of Raw.
Oh.
I could live my entire life without ever seeing it and be a happy camper.
We'll watch it. It's fine.
Nope, I'm not watching it.
We'll do it on here.
Nope, I will leave. Film says, are we getting that women's tag team match? Yeah,
It's happening right now.
Right this freaking second.
Well,
you better be goddamn watching the fucking
Turn
show.
your TV on.
Turn your TV on, wherever you have to find it at, and be watching it. You're just going to have to watch it.
There's a commercial right this
Doesn't
second,
matter. It's
but-
time. It's time.
But they are in
It's
the
happening.
ring.
It's fucking happening.
Liv and Rhea are in the ring.
So he says, this match features all 4 women I don't really care about. Nice.
Can feel that.
I feel that a lot in the things I do for this channel sometimes. Robbie's ID, your mates are on. Liv, your life, Morgan, and the scary tomboy. Luke says, I only watched the first episode of Raw because Taker was on it. Film says, I'm watching both live stream and Raw. You should be. And, Robbie, I've never said I don't like Rhea. I actually like Rhea. I have no problems with Rhea. Not even a little bit. I wish, they kind of pushed her in a different direction, but it is what it is. You see her all the time, and that's good. Vindicator says, I will tolerate discount Mella for one night only to see Liv. And I'm going to tell Jade what you said, and I don't mean Cargill. LOL. Sophie says Hulk Hogan was on the first few episodes of Raw. Ravi says Travis D will defo watch the first Raw. And Luke says Vindicator Jade wants Liv too, so good luck. Yeah, I will never watch it. Sophie says, how many episodes of Raw and SmackDown has Taker been on, Luke? 587.
I wonder if anybody really has a stat like that.
Like how many shows that they've
They were actually on.
Like it wrestled, or they just made an appearance?
Or, yeah, that would be the other thing.
Like, what would you
Or was there
consider?
video package on or something? Because he's been on some video packages lately because he's going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So, like, what would justify...
What would justify being on the actual show? I would say wrestling. They'd have to actively be wrestling.
So not even an interview?
No.
Or showing up and just being there or something? That would be tough. Like, I feel like if you're physically there, that counts, as long as you're on the television.
I guess maybe. Roberto was in the chat, but he's leaving now. Says, y'all have a good night. I'm happy for the RK Bro, the Tag Team Championships. Bye, Roberto. Thanks for hanging with us. We appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. Hopefully we'll see you Wednesday. So it says both wrestling and an appearance. So as long as their face and human body was on it, then it's all good. Vindicator's like, what? And now we are having R-rated discussions in the chat. Hello, but Liv is a doll, so I'm not surprised. Rob is like, Travis, has Liv got better in the ring?
No. I mean, in her career, yes, but not over the last month.
Not in the last day, I'm sure. She hasn't really improved into anything special. That kid's like, look at this fucking belt I bought.
He's gonna
Did you
break
see
it.
how tiny it was?
Yeah.
Little plastic ones.
All right, they're showing the Madison Square Garden stuff from last night. Or Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Brock did pretty good there. Hurt Roman a little bit. Then went after Paulie dangerously. And after he grabbed him and Paulie, he's like, I love you. I love you. And then Roman hit him from behind with a chair. How they do all those graphics, it does.
I thought it was a video game at
looks
first.
like
I'm
a video
like, oh
game.
my god, is it the video game? No, delete that. It's not.
How they work the camera and the angles and everything, it does look like the video game.
Mm-hmm.
Help. I love you. Who's he yelling help to? Just people in the audience?
I have no idea.
Was he smashing his skull right there, you think?
I don't know. He's smushing his face a lot, though.
He could have maybe broke his skull.
Roman's like, I can't manhandle you very well. He could barely pick him up.
That's a big human, but yeah.
He could... Brock picks up big-ass humans all the time and throws their asses around 4 to 12 times in a ring.
I guarantee Brock could manhandle a moth.
Yeah. Roman
there's
could barely pick his ass up to put him on top of those stairs. They're like made the belts look exactly the same now.
They always have been. One's black, though, and one's red.
No, they're both black now.
What?
They were both black. Rewind
Oh, maybe it was... See, it's blue there.
Yeah.
It's probably because the coloring they were using.
Maybe. But it didn't look blue when he was holding it up.
Night 2. What's that, 27 days away from that one? What kind of music is that they're playing? All right, the match has officially started. It's underway. Carmella's in there with Liv. Liv getting
They're
outpowered.
starting it out. You better be watching real close, film.
Ooh, Carmella has a new face mask. Old leather.
It's more Leatherfacey.
Old Leatherface in there. She looks like she's been at a spa. It kind of reminds me of like blackface.
Oh God.
Are you supposed to do that?
No. It's considered not kosher. Sophie says Corey and Carmella, the discount version of the Miz and Maurice.
Oh shit! A hard drop kick right to the side of the
Sophie
head.
says, so the women's tag match is the actual main event of the show?
No, there's no way.
I mean, there's too much time left. There's no way they could do
Like
this
they're gonna
for
go 40
minutes.
minutes with the women.
No. That'd be hilarious.
This match is gonna be over in 10 seconds.
Fem says my seventh favorite wrestler is Carmella, 8 is Liv Morgan, and 9 is Rhea. Woo! This is going to get good. Luke's like, so the only real stat that I can find is Taker has appeared on 978 episodes of Raw and 689 of SmackDown. But those stats are 5 years old, so take that as you will. Robbie says, what about Rhea? Has she got better?
She's so good, it's hard to tell. There's really no barometer with her. And she's been in a tag team. She hasn't been doing a lot of stuff on TV besides just the stuff with groups.
I think she's improved
But I
with
feel like
helping wrestlers that aren't
look better.
exactly that good look good.
Right.
I think
Which
she's getting better at that.
Which is the ultimate. Oh, right there. She hit her head in the steps. I think Carmella's mask might have broke.
Sophie says, it's funny, Madison Square Garden is the place where Paul first turned on Brock at Survivor Series 2002. And Luke says, and I had to really, really dig for that info. Robbie says the mask suits Mella's ring gear. Pickle is like, nice, Luke. And Sophie says, to Luke's credit, it is hard to find those type of stats. I know I tried and I get nothing. Vindicator says, Travis, are you excited for Brock versus Roman? I feel like they just haven't hyped up the match quite enough.
As it's on both shows every week.
Yeah, he made this face. Pickle says, I kind of wish I knew how many segments a table has been broken during Raw or when JR yelled, by God, he's broken in half.
The classic stuff. That was back before his stroke days, I think. When he was all sorts of jacked up.
This film says, yes, Ms. D, I'm watching closely. Well, you better be, because you might miss those armpits if you weren't watching real close. It happens so quick. I mean, like that. Those armpits they're up one and down, and then you don't see them.
I feel like that second hour didn't have very many matches in it. The first hour did pretty good. And the first part of the second hour did good. But then they went to Edge, and it slowed down.
Yeah. Well, the first part of that second hour, they had Miz come out and talk and stuff like that, too.
So there was 2 talkings through there.
Mm-hmm. So he says this Brock versus Roman match at Mania is like their 8th or 9th match against each other. Robbie says, Vin, you're excited. That's all that matters. And Luke says the Raw table being broken actually had a stat 3 years ago, and it was at 787. And that's just on Raw. And that's just the announcer's table. And Pico is wondering about a table. So, I mean, would you consider that part of the tables, ladders, and chairs matches, too? Or the matches where they can do anything, anywhere?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, this shit's been on for like 30 years or something. Like, there is a lot of history, a lot of tables. And if they're breaking, 40 tables a year, it adds up.
Ooh, double bacon beast burger. That
Double
actually
bacon
looks pretty
beast burger.
tasty. Let's see. Sophie says, I wonder how they decide what opens the show and closes the show every week. And Robbie says,
Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar.
Robbie says D gasps for Mella and Vega as a tag team. Luke says, yeah, just the Raw announcer table. Huh, that's a crazy stat. Pickle's like, new poll. Ministry song versus Howard Jones song versus Iron Maiden song.
Oh, sorry. Where's it at?
I'd have to know the name of the songs. I know songs better than I do actual groups. Iron Maiden, I know. It would depend on the song, though.
Ministry, like Jesus Built My Hot Rod. I like that one. Howard Jones. I don't know who that is.
Versus the Iron Maiden song.
I've heard of Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Excellent. Execute them. Bogus or whatever.
Pickle, what was the song that happened on the other poll? Which one got played? Which one won?
Ooh.
Was it John Mellencamp's Pink Houses?
Probably not.
Damn it.
If everybody in there listens to metal, that's the last song they want to hear.
Right. So it'll be Iron Maiden for that next poll, too. Sophie says with the commercials, this last hour will go fast and we don't know what Owens is planning.
So,
no, but he's going to tell us.
This doesn't look like a title match.
It's not.
But they said as of now, that's the WrestleMania match, meaning that there could be a title change before Mania.
It could, but it's not this one because this just says WWE Raw, so that just means that they
Liv
don't
Morgan
have...
with the save. Look at that. Trevor Hoffman style. If anybody knows who Trevor Hoffman is.
Yep.
He's a baseball player. It's a save. He was a save
leader
before Mariano Rivera passed him. But I can't say Mariano Rivera every time, so I had to switch. One of these times I'll say Eric Gagne, and people are going to be like, who's that?
Ooh, who's that guy? I was like, Sophie, do you be shocked if Vince call you to make that decision? Sophie says, I don't know any of those bands. And Pico says, dang, that's a ton of tables. Luke says, Ministry versus Howard Jones versus Iron Maiden. What in the blue hell? Vindicator says, I'm very excited. I can barely contain myself, Robbie. Nothing is more important in life than Brock settling a 3-year-old feud with Roman. Nothing! Not even taxes are more important.
It'll probably start the feud, guys.
As Piccolo says, I know, right? So random. So fucking random. Piccolo says, Iron Maiden, the Phantom of the Opera. And Piccolo's like, Pink Houses did win. As it fucking should! Because that is a fucking badass
Because it was
song.
the only song people had ever heard of.
Phil says, women's armpits, yes. Phil's like, woo. Sophie says, I wonder how much money they get after the table breaking. James Sotelo says, you think this will be Edge's last match after AJ Styles?
You know, it could be, but I feel like now that he's back and he is wrestling, he's going to want to get a few more in. And if they use him right, like they did Goldberg, just, 2 or 3 shows a year, I think he can hang for a while. And if his wife's going to work at NXT, she's going to be in the States anyways, so...
Right.
He might as well stay instead of going back up to Canada.
Yeah. Oh, Canada.
Liv, going right after Zelina.
Poor Zelina.
Poor queen. Who treats their queen like this? That's just disrespectful.
Ooh, she got out of it, though. It's going to take a lot more work than that, Liv. You're going to have to pull your guts to your garters and do a better job. Put your big girl pants on.
Whoa.
Looks like that poll is like Sesame Street's. Which of these don't belong? Right? So if it's like, I know the stream Piccolo is talking about, they rarely do 90s and 2000s.
Nobody's there. Carmella's not there. She's over there flirting with freaking... What's his dick?
Oh, she doesn't have her mask on either. She's all done.
Are you serious?
Just
Carmella!
Get out of the ring! Why wouldn't you just get out?
Zelina doesn't have what it takes here. That hurt her a little bit.
Just roll out of the ring and go slap her.
This is terrible. She's out there flirting with her man. She forgot there was a match going on.
I guess. Well, she took her mask
1,
off too. So
2, 3. She better not get upset.
I hope Zelina gets
Well,
upset.
I understand that, but I mean, I hope that Carmella doesn't. She's like, what'd you lose?
Why did you lose? I don't understand why you did it.
They made it a triple threat match. That's what it was for. So it is now an official triple threat match.
So
The blonde,
Liv
whatever
and
they
Rhea
would be called.
against them, and then Sasha and Naomi, huh?
all right.
Oh, Jesus.
They got to give everybody
They got to give
their
participation trophies to
participation
all.
trophy.
All the participation trophies are being handed out now. So it says, that...
Look, Sunday. That's a Sunday match.
Wow. Film says Liv Morgan wearing a t-shirt. Ripley went for good luck. Good kick. Sophie says good for Pink Houses. I would have been shocked if the other songs beat it. Robbie says Vin, as long as you're satisfied. And Philip says, come on, Liv, take off that shirt. Luke's like, I'm glad Liv is wearing a shirt. A shirt helps protect her from people with weird kinks. Film's like, not even joking. I'm watching it right now, and she's wearing a shirt. Vindicator says, yay, Liv is finally waking that lame crowd up as only she can. Sophie says, Liv Morgan, do you think she will be one of the next after Mania cuts? Vindicator's like, no, Sophie.
That's a tough one. I feel like Dana Brooke, Tamina can go.
Yeah, Damien
Yes.
Priest stuff. You were talking about it earlier.
Right.
There's a lot of other people that could be cut way before Liv. I mean, the only reason why I say that is because you see her all the time, and
She's
stuff.
on TV week after week.
And they use her with other people. Just because she's not good doesn't mean that they won't use her. Film says I can see Rhea Ripley's armpits, but not Liv Morgan's armpits. I don't know. Luke says Liv is extremely loyal to WWE even when things look like she might be better off going elsewhere. Sophie says, wow, Corey and Carmella, finally they acknowledge it on WWE television. Film says, not going to lie, the match is great and all, but come on, man. And Vindicator says, LOL, Rhea folded Vega up like a pretzel with that pin cover. But Liv and Rhea are a far more sensible team than Rhea and Nikki, more in sync with common interests. No, they had to put her with somebody who could make her look pretty good, and Rhea can do that. Nikki just, with Rhea is fine, but Liv needs to be with somebody that can pull the weight of the whole team. Because Liv sometimes has really bad times. Bad. Botches really bad. Sometimes she's on point, and sometimes she's just really, really bad.
So Damien's getting his rematch tonight?
I guess that's what it looks like. Kind of weird. Robbie says D deserves a participation trophy. I don't want no goddamn participation trophy, Robbie. I'd rather be a loser than have a participation trophy. Boom says, I knew someone was going to say, I'm glad to Liv Morgan wearing a shirt. Ha ha, lol. Sophie's like, good night. Okay, good night.
Good night.
You off? You're gonna go play some video games and stuff? You're gonna miss out on Damian Priest and Prince Finn Balor having their extra fighting?
Next, let's get out of the garbage. No.
Is that what he's doing? He's all up in the garbage.
I heard a loud smack.
It's next. He's eating your eggs that you didn't want from earlier.
You might have knocked that over, I guess. They're all hot sauced.
He don't care. He's starving to death.
Just ask him.
He's just completely wasting away. Film says you're
Hey,
not
Matthew's
a loser,
in here.
Misty. You're still a champion.
Matthew!
Matthew's in the chat. Hey, Matthew. Says, you know who can pull the weight of the whole team? Jesus can. Well, that was Raw, y'all. Still going on,
It's
and
doing
it's not
all right.
too bad. Luke says, I'm going to play WWE 2K22 as soon as stream is over. And Matthew says, no southern accent, Miss D. Haven't had to pull it out yet. Film says, oh, hey, Matthew. Pico says, so the Poppy Howard Jones tune won the poll, and the Ministry fans and Iron Maiden fans were murking the chat. Who voted for this crap? LOL.
That's
Poppy Howard Jones. I've never even heard of it.
So we can
Iron
just do
Maiden
it.
for sure.
So we can just do a what is that called? A voting thing in the middle of our chat. Is that a thing? Is that how they do it?
I have no idea.
Huh,
You'll
that'd be
have
fun.
to see. People will have to tell you who it is, and then you can watch it to see what they do, and then maybe be able to figure it out. Vindicator says, Jesus, poor Liv Morgan. I mean, Liv danger-filled, LOL. Well, I keep hope alive that Dalitha will become a fan of her, at least by the time the year 2024 rolls around. God, I hope she's gone by then.
Oh my
Matthew
God.
says, hiya, gang. And Robbie says, at least you would know you tried with that trophy. You know what? Participation trophies are not given to people who try. Participation trophies are given to people who don't even do a goddamn thing and they just get a fucking trophy for it. And this generation, these last couple generations, are all like that. And they're continuing to breed those generations, and it's pathetic. People fucking lose. People lose. Get over it. Teach your children that you can lose. And what do you do when you lose? You pull up your bootstraps and you go out there and you fucking try harder.
If you don't like the feeling, don't feel it anymore.
You dumb little bastard. Why are we crying? What's going on?
He probably ate eggs.
What are you doing? No, he wasn't in garbage at all. He was just all curled up on the rug like a weirdo. Okay? Does that scare you? You are kind of a crybaby about stuff. Okay?
Woo! Yeah, definitely gonna need to know if I can put a poll up on my damn live chat. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be pretty fun. What kind of a poll would you do?
Who's gonna win the match?
A dance poll?
Who's gonna win the match?
Oh, who's gonna win the match type of poll?
That would be awesome.
If you could figure it out by Mania, that'd be kind of fun. You be a good boy. Stay there. You only have 30 minutes left. Not even that. Okay?
26 minutes.
Losing all your weight, you look so much better.
Does he? Or us starving him? It's fixing him?
He's not starving. He gets food. And everything else that he decides to steal that he possibly can get.
Did you see that? His cookbook?
I didn't look up. What was it?
Do you cook what The Rock is cooking?
Oh god, do you cook what the Rock is cooking?
There he is! Vader time.
Let's see. Piccolo says, this is Brad and Lex.
That's Vader.
He was on Boy Meets World. That's funny.
Vader. There's Sting as he beat him for the
NFL
title.
football player. cool that they put it on here for tonight. That's
I am
pretty
glad that he made it. Big Van Vader. Finn Balor looks good with that on.
He's gonna sweat in it. That's just nasty. Robbie says LOD, that's why you
It's
need
Austin
one.
Theory.
Oh, he's having a fight with Austin Theory. He's going after it. Oh, I guess it's not Damian Priest. Maybe he's going to go after it sometime later.
Maybe Mania.
Maybe. Robbie says, Travis, what a comment. Film says, I think you can on the live stream. Travis, a poll on the live stream. Luke says, you should be able to do polls. It's buried somewhere in the settings.
I can do polls like on the community tab.
But during the live stream would be interesting. Matthew says, I think I heard that live chat can get a poll. And Robbie says, who the hell is Brad and Lex? Matthew says, yeah, Vader going to Hall of Fame. Robbie says, D, doesn't God love a trier?
Look, he stands up.
That's the point. You have
because he
to
gets
try,
emotional.
but you're still not a winner. Banana Lance. Pickle says he may have to add StreamYard, but I don't know all this witchcraft. I just watch the tubes.
Right.
We could look into it and see, do some research, maybe watch some YouTube videos that tell you stuff. All that jazz.
Jazz. He's like, who's this guy?
Looks like, Talith, I want to see a pic of our new baby
Oh, shit.
retrieved today. Of course I want to see pics of baby animals. I love animals. Matthew says that should be a t-shirt. You can try, but you're not a winner. I think it should say you can try, but that doesn't make you a winner. No participation trophies.
That's too many words. Bo Pat McAfee.
Well, fine. Just put it as trying doesn't make you a winner. That better?
Yeah.
Luke, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you feel more comfortable just sending it through DM, then just send it that way.
Whoop, kicks it.
Pico
Elbow.
says, Robbie, that's a music reaction couple I'm following.
So this is legit. Every time I saw these two wrestle, I just said that Finn
like
Balor
brothers.
and then the Finn Balor if he was bigger.
Yeah. And it's true now. You can see it for real in person.
Yeah, in the same ring.
Matthew's like, yeah, whatever you said, Elo. I just smoked my first weed. You're not supposed to be doing any of that stuff. You're supposed
You're
to
at
be
work.
having a job.
Do you guys do random drug tests? If so, you got to give me 32 days.
Do you guys do your random drug testing?
All right, Austin Theory with the big knee. There's a dog.
That's our new baby they got today.
It's pretty cute.
Is it a Belgian Malinois?
It's a cute dog.
Very pretty.
High maintenance. It's like a pretty lady.
Is it one you got as a save that you're just guys are fostering for somebody to adopt? Or is it like a baby that you guys have
Whoa.
now?
Up, down, over. There it is.
Cute.
Little shotgun drop kick.
Very cute. They're so adorable when they're that little. And then they get bigger. Film says, okay, Misty and Travis, my favorite people to talk to. I have to get going.
Woo!
But I will see you on Wednesday.
Sling blade on the floor.
Ouch.
All right, take care.
God bless America. God bless WWE and AEW Women's Armpits. Love you guys. Big hugs, big hearts. All right, Film. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it. Glad you got to see some ladies' parts that you love to death. We'll definitely see you on Wednesday because, we'll be here and that stuff and probably some more ladies' parts that you like. Luke says, F it. I dare someone to try to mess with me.
We have Layla Hirsch and who lost that? Thunder Rosa on Wednesday. right? Wasn't that what they advertised?
I think so. Yeah. Thunder Rosa and Layla Hirsch. Yep. Those two. Yep.
The losers.
The losers.
Oh, no. Layla Hirsch won.
She did win. Now she's going after the number one contender, who's now the lowest of the low. Robbie says, cool, Picola. And Film says, peace out. Robbie says, then in brackets, it should say D. Should say D what? Matthew says, LOL, I just got off work. Dude, during my interview, the manager was telling me who gets stoned and who doesn't. He also said to vape instead of smoke because of smell. So yeah, LOL, best interview ever.
That helps. It paves the way.
Jacob Hagin is now in the chat. Hey, Jacob, you missed Film, or Film missed you, or maybe you guys are the same people. Anyway, it says, hey, I need a soda. Yeah, you need a soda?
Need a soda.
Luke says, no, I'm keeping her. The second I showed up to get her, she ran straight to me and sat at my feet. She killed me with cuteness. She's mine now. Well, you'll have to tell me if she's a GSD or if she's a Belgian Malinois. Do your research, especially if it's a Belgian Malinois. She is a Belgian Malinois. Okay. She's 5 months old, Belgian Malinois. Yeah. Malinois. Yeah, you do a lot of research, honey. Lots of research.
They're a lot of upkeep.
Lots of research, babe.
They can like jump on your roof.
So keep her busy.
They can flat out fly.
Busy. Especially with all your other animals and stuff like that you guys have. Sounds like she probably is pretty good with them so far, hopefully. But
very protective.
Very protective of the person they decide they want to have.
So like if you want people to come over, you got to get her used to people and
yeah.
And it's a lot of work. We've got one like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've been looking into possibly at some point later on in life getting a Belgian Malinois, and yeah, they are a lot of work. So, good luck. You'll have to keep us updated on how things are going with her. Give her lots of jobs. I mean, like hiking jobs, packing jobs.
She can walk a tightrope.
Jobs.
Put a tightrope in the backyard.
Any
She'll
kind
walk
of job.
it.
Keep her busy, and I mean busy, or else she'll be destructive.
She can run on top of a chain link fence. Like, not kidding.
Travis was looking up a lot of videos of Belgian Malinois.
This guy put two ropes about this far apart from each other, and the dog just walked it, and the rope was, both of them were going like this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my lord.
Bobby says, the funny thing is, I done random drug tests on patients at my work. Yeah, not surprising. Matthew says, later Film, what did Rhea Ripley do tonight? She was in a tag team with Liv against Mella and Zelina. And Rhea pinned Zelina for the win on that one. And just a little bit ago, actually.
And that earned them a spot to make that a triple threat at WrestleMania for the tag team champions. So.
Yep. Yati Sharma is in the chat. Hey, Yati says hello. Film says later, Matthew. Matt says hello, Ravi. Film says see you later, Jacob H on Wednesday. Peace out. Film says bye. Luke says she's 5 months old. Jacob says bye, Film. Matthew says LOL, there's no way I could blaze at work. It's too fast paced. Yeah, if you have to keep up with stuff, you're better off just not. And you know what? You're probably just better off not doing it at all. Quit that shit. Yeti says, what is your dream match of WWE?
It's happening at WrestleMania. No, I don't know. I don't know. The AJ Styles Edge match looks really good. I'm looking forward to that. Becky and Charlotte at some point again would be a good one. I know a lot of people got sick of that, so they're keeping them way away from each other. Mm-hmm. But that would be a good one moving forward.
Nice.
Even Becky Bayley would be a good one. If you're going with the women.
True.
And true. Finn Balor, it looks like he's taking it right to Austin Theory.
He's like, I don't like your face.
And I don't mind these two wrestling each other either. It's a pretty good little matchup.
He's like, I don't like you because your face looks like mine. Just kidding. Looks like she's a purebred. The owner got sick and has a terminal illness, so he couldn't keep her. Oh, that's sad. Poor baby. Matthew says, Yati, Dan Severn, and Kurt Angle in a 69-minute Iron Man match.
Dan Severn.
I heard he did a ton of research. The previous owner had her around people and other pets since she was born. Yeah, just keep it up. Definitely keep it up as much as possible. And it's good because she's 5 months, so you still can make impressions on her, and that she probably was with that person probably since she was 8 weeks, I'm hoping. And so
3 months. That's a
Matthew's
long
like,
time.
LOL 60, not 69. I think you meant 69, and that's good. Looks like when I fed the animals tonight, she walked up my heels with no commands, went to each animal, sniffed them, and had no issue with any of them.
1, 2.
Good.
Kicked out.
Very
Finn Balor got out of it.
Matthew says, Rhea, the new tag champ. No tag champ winning. Not yet.
Austin Theory has a basically slobber all over his beard. It's gross.
That's gross.
Looking like Braun Strowman out there.
He's like, I'm going to that. Yeti says, I have smashed the like button.
Woo!
Thank you for smashing that like button. We appreciate it. We appreciate you being in here helping us watch this Austin Theory Finn Balor match. Finn Balor is the United States champion right now. He did win it from Damian Priest last week. So this is kind of fun. Especially since Austin Theory looks almost just like Finn Balor, just bigger. It's weird. It's creepy. It's so creepy. It's so creepy! Luke says, though the ducklings climbed all over her, but she played with them and was surprisingly very gentle. I was impressed. When she gets older, I'm getting her pro-trained.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Disqualification for
Damian.
Damian came in and smacked him in the chest and the... Wow. Damian's a sore loser with his heelness. He's like, how dare you take away my wonderful belt of love. Looks like when she gets older, I'm getting her pro-trained. Just, a lot of that stuff you can do now. I wouldn't wait until she gets older.
Yeah.
You need to do the training now while she's 5 months, man. Keep up any kind of training.
Look at that. Like a crucifix.
Eric the Yeti's in the chat. Hey, Eric says a Yeti in the chat. I think it's Yeti, not Yeti. But, what do I know? Luke says, I'm very aware that Molinos are high maintenance when they are younger, but I'm being smart. All that matters. Well educated, and just keep up all of her, everything that she's learned, and teach her new stuff. Trying to teach her bad habits.
So we still have 13 minutes. So is Brock going to show up?
I don't know, but they're supposed to be talking.
So now we know for a fact that Damian Priest is going to be wrestling Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. So Edge is supposed to wrestle, or not Edge. Kevin Owens is supposed to come out and tell us his plan.
That's later tonight?
Yeah, that's happening tonight. He said he'd come out tonight and tell us his plan.
Oh, shit.
He's
Look at
gotta
this selfie.
take his selfies. Robbie says Damian Priest is just a hater. And Yeti says, who is better, Raw or NXT or SmackDown?
I like SmackDown, but Raw's been pretty good this last week. It's a tough one. I kind of like them all. Did you see Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa on here tonight? They were both on here, so that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's posting it on social media.
Yeah.
Already.
He's like, yeah, there it is. It looks like I wanted a loyal, protective dog with all the wandering animals we have. I might get another, but I'm not sure yet. I would work with her first, and then get one later. And probably get a different breed. I don't think it... I mean, you can get it out of Belgium, but I would probably get a different breed. Yeti says bye. Bye, Yeti.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for hanging with us for a second. We really appreciate it. It's almost over, but I think it might just be Kevin Owens coming out and talking about
I don't know.
evil, devious plans, maybe?
I mean, I guess they could bring out Esther.
Yeah, that could happen, I suppose, but it'd be weird. I guess they could, but... Oh, they're going to talk to her a little bit.
Her shirt now says, "Thou shalt not touch my hair." That's what started all last week.
Right, so blasphemy. She puts "Don't try me" 24/7 or whatever.
Bitch, you've never WrestleMania main evented. Come on.
And bitch, you did have to use your hair to win. It was basically what you did. You used it as a weapon. If you're going to have it on your head and you're going to get all upset that somebody used your weapon against you, then maybe you shouldn't have your hair.
She was the last one to go on night one, and now she's a main eventer.
She's...
Come on.
You're nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What night are they going on
Absolutely
this time?
nothing at all. Looks like she is so cute. A neighborhood child saw her and called her Boo because she just watched Monsters, Inc., so I named her Boo.
That's cute. So April 2nd. So they're going on night 1. Here comes Kevin.
What was her name before? What was her name that her first owner gave her?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Nah.
Admits to hating Texas. That's one of his
He
attributes.
admits to hating Texas. He hates them so much. He's like, I'm in Cleveland, but I hate Texas way more.
Kevin Owens is staring at that big
He's
Texas
like,
star.
I have
It's a Lone Star.
He's
Yeah.
like, I have a plan.
He's staring at that Lone Star.
I have a plan. He
So
says.
there is 9 minutes left. We're going to have a 4-minute commercial probably.
Looks like Bread. I have no idea why. Her name was Bread. Like, did that name, is it like a Celtic name in the Celtic language or something? Matthew says Kevin Owens for champ. Sure, Matthew, that might happen. Never understood why people name their animals such weird names. I mean, I get naming them like regular people names, like Kevin.
Cupcake.
But when they name them weird stuff, it's like, why are you naming your dog?
I almost named
Spaghetti.
Argus Buddy.
I would have never allowed it.
I still call him Buddy. That's a hard one for me not to use.
Jimmy says someone will call Taker out.
Yeah?
You think?
Undertaker, one more match.
They're like, we're
You
not
know
gonna
we're gonna-
let you rest.
You know they're going to be chanting that. One more match. One more match. Hey, and that's the way to go. If it's Kevin Owens is right, he just goes after Undertaker.
Right?
Steve Austin in a triple threat.
Luke says, I can factually say bread is not a special name or word in Celtic language. Okay. It's just kind of a weird name to name your dog Bread, but maybe that's what, that's what they sometimes come to. It takes me forever to name my animals because I always want them to respond to it, and so it takes forever for me to name them. I mean, everybody else is like, I just want to name my dog this, and they just name it that, and the dog's just like, huh? It's like, your dog doesn't even know its name.
They learn it.
Jimmy says him going into Hall is only fitting. Yes, it is fitting that
It's
he's
time.
going into the Hall of Fame. Vindicator says Bianca held the SmackDown title for a good little while, Travis, so she is a top-level star. Her and Rhea, a former Raw champion, are the best physical talents on the roster right now.
Yes, they are. For the younger generation of wrestlers.
Jimmy says, and Booker T in a fatal 4-way.
Oh, there you go.
Matthew says, maybe the dog responded well to bread. Right? Maybe she liked bread. Maybe that was something she really liked. I don't know.
Morbius?
Morbius.
Oh, it's a Marvel thing.
That sounds stupid. Looks like, humans naming their kids after apples and directions makes a dog named Bread seem normal, honestly.
Like Google Maps? Oh,
North.
North and West or whatever.
Well, it was West until he decided he didn't want to be 2 words anymore, and he's just Yee. Kanye. Yay. That's his name. Yay. He's just Yay now. Which
Yeezy.
is even more stupid.
Did he change his shoe name? Because it was Yeezy. No, he's got to change it because he's just Yay.
He's just Yay. He's not Kanye West or Kanye. He's just Yay. Jimmy says still 2 minutes of commercials left.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then Owens is going to tell us his evil, diabolical plan.
NXT 2.0. Hits
A
a
roadblock.
roadblock. Live Tuesday. That's obviously tomorrow.
I guess so. It's happening tomorrow. I wonder what his evil plan is going to be, technically.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
I said 4-minute commercial, and look at that.
Yeah. Still pretty much commercial.
Look.
Yep.
401.
That's funny. 4-minute commercial. Alrighty. They're going to be in Jacksonville, Florida next Monday for Raw.
Ooh, hey, that's where AEW likes to play.
Okay, so what?
It's official.
I don't have a match.
He does not have a match at WrestleMania.
He doesn't have one. Who? Ooh, he's going to issue a challenge.
The crowd, what? Yeah. He's just going to have a spot.
What?
He's going to get stunnered. What?
What?
What lowlife from Texas? No JBL.
No JBL.
Oh, shit. No room for
hypocrites.
Oh, no
No
Booker
room
T.
for hypocrites. So no Booker T. The one and only.
Got the crowd going a little bit.
Why would it be sacrilegious?
What? Oh, because of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Ah.
The screw job in Montreal.
Yes. He has to show his true, whatever, who he is.
Dun-dun, dun-dun.
It's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. He's broken down shell of his former self.
And living in
Look at
Los
that
Angeles.
story.
He's not even a Texan anymore.
The redneck he is.
Oh, shit, we went off.
Oh, damn. That's mean. It's a rascal.
It's going to be a long ramp.
Man,
Maybe he'll just be in the ring.
Maybe. Matthew says Elon Musk naming his kid some cryptic hacker shit. Jimmy's like, okay, KO back. He's issuing a challenge to JBL or Stone Cold. Luna says, I'm gone now. I'm going to be out of town for a while now.
Who is it going to be?
All right, Luna. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully you're going out of town for some fun stuff. Hopefully we'll see you back soon. Jimmy says it's Stone Cold. Flushy is like, good night, everyone.
Well, hopefully there's the internet in this other town that you're going to.
The Montreal Screwjob is the best work in the business since Andy Kaufman and Jerry the King Lawler.
That's some old school stuff.
He's calling him out. Jimmy's
He
like,
said it.
Stone Cold one last match.
I don't think the match.
It's just going to be on a KO show.
It looks like he's just going to invite him to the KO show.
He wants to he's not going to have a spot or a match at he's not going to have a match at WrestleMania, but he wants a spot. So he's going to have the most epic
Spot. Kevin Owens show.
the Kevin Owens show, and he is calling out Stone Cold to be on his show. Brian Saxton doesn't know what to do because he forgot where he was for a second.
Well, and you know, Steve Austin is basically
A broken down shell?
Well,
How dare he?
He's that, but he's also from Los Angeles now. Just because you were born in Texas doesn't make you a Texan.
That's true.
It's how you live it, and he doesn't live it as a Texan anymore.
Jimmy says Stone Cold one last match. It's off on my cable. Pepper Owens says I'm going to whip your ass, Stone Cold. 19 years.
Night one. Stone Cold
It's gonna
Steve
happen
Austin.
on the KO show with Stone Cold Steve Austin? Question mark.
Are they making it official? If
That's
they're
a
like,
question mark,
you
not
could be on
really
day one, but
official.
you're not going to be on day two.
Right? You can be here. Oh, looks like Nightology says, nope, it's a match. Nope, it's a KO show. We'll see what happens, though, as that happens.
Yeah, they
right?
said KO show. But
All right, as Vindicator says, okay, well, that happened. Anyway, see you guys for Dynamite. Have a good night. Thanks, Vin. We'll see you guys on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for Raw.
it was a pretty good little show that we had.
It wasn't too bad. 3 hours was a lot better than the other one. And
It went
Roberto
quick,
says, I knew
as I
KO
thought
was
it would.
talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of hard not to know that that's what was happening. For how long now?
Yeah, now I have to write it on my list. Making my ongoing list of WrestleMania stuff.
Right? All right, everybody. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll see most or all of you back here again on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite.
If you're into Dynamite. Some people might not be into Dynamite.
That's what I said. We may or may not see you.
So, anyways, we do appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and we will talk to you on Wednesday. Thanks for
Hey.
watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.